mean,
You goddamn buffoon.
Whoops.
You absolute dunce. You
Well,
smooth
that
brain.
about evens out for your one level of that you just got a 6 there, I guess, because it's math, it's averages. Never mind, I don't feel like explaining it, but I know how it works.
So, Tattoo, do you still need the level caster?
Yeah. Okay. I'm working on that now.
Okay.
Did Cassandra level up?
She's 10,000 away.
Did
Rough,
you?
buddy. I did, and I've already taken care of my level.
I also took care of
I
it.
was at exactly 1,500 experience. 100,500 experience, and then the next level is 100,055. 155,000.
155,000.
Fucking shit! God damn it! Next level is 155,000. I have 145,000 now.
These are yours.
Yes.
I get you. Yeah.
Wait, how do you only have
This is your
100
card.
Right. I keep forgetting you sat out a lot of experience because you were working in the Philosopher's Stone.
Probably worth it.
Probably.
Probably.
Probably worth it, considering how none of us are dead.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Well, I know how the opening of the fight with Azathoth is going to go now, just based on Tattoo's face.
What?
Am I more than 10 feet away? Yes.
Good.
I charge.
Well,
Wait a second. Whoa. Hold on. The fuck? The
I'll
fuck?
see if I use it.
The fuck?
Also, Tattoo,
Yes.
I fixed it.
Sick. Good to hear.
Amy accidentally broke Quarra's lantern.
Nah, that's fine.
It was not fine.
you were gonna get a new core anyways, though, weren't you?
No, actually.
This
Oh.
is the new Quarra.
Siri.
Oh, did you
Your base
prime
attack bonus
Caster?
should be
Like
11.
Cassandra?
Yeah,
Mhm.
she's primed.
You know what? Just
You're right.
you do all that, and then I'll look
Yeah.
over it when you're done.
Yeah, don't worry.
And if it takes you more than say like
it
I guess-
shouldn't take that much longer. I'm pretty much nearly done.
Yeah, I did.
did you remove any feats, or were none of
Looks
them
good.
rage specific?
None of them are rage
Still need to paint it.
barbarian specific.
Okay.
I did the thing where you prime it in black and go over it with white on the top. Can't remember what the exact term is for it though.
My sneak attack die has increased.
Where
Caster once again becomes the master of single hit damage.
Wait. One of them.
Cass,
Which
it
one?
falls back
Reckless
to
rage.
Okay. I will send you a feat.
It
to
falls
replace
back
that.
to the phrase
Oh,
that I
okay.
feel like, Amy, you had messaged to me and encapsulates what I wanted for Caster's combat the most. Caster is not here to engage in fancy swordplay. He is here to get into combat and hit something. Once.
That's all he needs.
So he needs.
John Wick is a level 20 D&D character, 10 levels in Rogue and 10 in Assassin.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Though I don't think John Wick is an evil person, so I guess John Wick's DM
Well,
is pretty
hold on.
cool.
Hold on. John Wick kills people for money, then got out of that life, and then proceeded to murder, let's not mince words, probably at least 200 people
They killed his dog.
over his dog.
And a car.
It wasn't
Okay.
the dog, it was what the dog represented.
Okay,
Shut the fuck up.
I agree with you. No, I agree with you. And they actually make that point in the second film where, like, he's with the Romani, and she's like, all of this over a puppy? And then he responds back in Russian like it wasn't just a fucking dog. The best scene in the second film is when the girl's dog gets shot.
That was the third film.
Was it?
Yes, that
Yeah.
girl
Oh,
wasn't
that's
even
right.
in the second
That's
one.
right. That's right. The second film was about the dude who betrays him after.
Santino.
Yes.
Ultimate bitch, asshole, McGee, loser face. Fuck him. I
Yeah.
hate him.
What have you done?
The fucking
Finished
Hall
it.
of Mirrors fight was boss.
Oh, that was awesome.
John Wick is so good.
Matt
fucking
still,
love John Wick.
Matt still hasn't seen them. We're gonna marathon them one day.
I will.
I'm gonna
I
get
still
the
need to
third
watch
one
third,
on.
and I'm so for it.
I'm gonna get the third one on DVD, and then we're just gonna get your first two and mine. We're just gonna marathon them.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, pretty
Problem
much.
solved.
Amy,
Do we want to do that like next Tuesday?
Oh, like over here?
We could do it here. I mean, it doesn't matter where, really.
I was just gonna do it at our place. We could, I guess.
I wanna
You
join
work
in.
Tuesday-
I'm
You work
fucking-
Tuesday?
Always.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always good for John Wick stuff.
Well, coming here to watch a movie is farther than watching a movie in my own house, is why I said that.
That's fine. I mean, if you and Tattoo are already there, I get it would make more sense for us to drive.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Man, he's got.
Besides, I'm guessing you guys have
God
TV
damn it,
pass.
Matt. Stop looking at his ass.
Did you max out the butt slider on Jace?
Yes, I literally did. I literally
Look at
went
that.
butt slider.
Well, it's booty slider.
God.
Yeah.
Booty.
Booty's...
Booty.
Booty is not Ty's
Voluptuous
favorite
one.
word.
No, booty is not my favorite word.
Oh, I actually have a question for. I have a question for you, Matt. Since other people are working on stuff and we can afford to have extraneous conversation, this is a question about about our sci-fi setting, the Coalition.
Yes.
Do explosions in the Coalition in the Coalition game, like in the universe, do explosions in space have noise?
Depending on the size.
Well, no, I'm asking because is it the kind of universe that where realism is the ruler, or the coolness is the ruler?
Is it sick ass space explosions?
Now,
Or is it no one can hear you scream in the void?
Either one, too, I guess. Both, actually.
it's
Simultaneously.
It's episode dependent.
yeah, because
It's
when you
episode
guys
dependent.
met the Wayfarers, you could hear their horn rattling the ship
Oh yeah.
Can we fix
because
the
it was
table?
fucking.
What's wrong with
huge.
the table?
It is not. No. These do not need to be adjusted. These are even. That one is crooked.
Oh, so it is. The other way.
Something knocked it off.
Try and line it
This
up
way.
again.
There we go. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
OCD.
I-
There it goes.
I'm just currently trying to find the stats for the falchion that I'm all set.
Oh yeah. Keep in mind you cannot wear your old armor.
I figured that it's a little large.
So your AC is 10 plus your dexterity bonus for all 3 of your armor classes.
Yeah.
So it's like.
At least until we get you something.
See, you didn't technically die, but it's like you died and rolled a new character.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. You're not. Just die.
Awesome. She gets all the baggage of the old one, but all the stats of a new one.
All the baggage.
I don't know if I'd call that a good.
I can say that it took every ounce of my soul to not be like, God, I want to play 2nd edition so bad. There's so much every time I read it. Like I've literally never been this excited about another system, and I don't have a way to play.
I told Matt about what fucking happened in the first session. I cast a Shocking Grasp. Alright, how much damage did you take? 19. Sorry?
Yeah. Yeah, it was,
Wait,
I was
what?
like, I looked it up,
Yeah,
too,
shocking.
because it's not like I didn't believe you, but I needed to see for myself.
Shocking Grasp does 2d12 damage at first level. Walked up to the captain of the ship we were on, grabbed him by the neck, and did 19 damage to him.
Killed him in one hit.
Killed him in one hit. And then, immediately following that, she turned around and took 2 bullets and went down.
I mean, that would make sense. Bullets fucking hurt.
But the first bullet that hit her went pew! Like it bounced off her shoulder pad. The only damage, it was 1 point of damage. The bullet didn't hurt, it was the way her shoulder went back. It was the fucking...
And then he hit her in the neck.
And then I got hit in the neck.
Yeah,
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
But healing is way fucking better in Pathfinder 2e too, because it only costs 1 action depending on how you cast the spell. So you can double heal someone, basically.
I see.
I cannot remember for the life of me.
Okay.
My skills.
Pathfinder 2e combat's scary.
It's
It's
How much
fast
damage did
and
you take?
brutal.
It's
19.
fucking brutal.
Sorry.
Like, he was, like, I'm just gonna let you guys in. He was in behind the curtain. Pathfinder 2e has no stats for, like, people. He
So
was
you're
a
a
reskin.
home-
He was a reskinned, like, he was a reskinned Goblin Commando,
Mm.
and you just killed him in one hit.
I also got
Fucking neck
to
pinch that
be a
ass.
party face without making a single roll, and everybody simultaneously, while I was in the middle of it, went smooth operators.
I opted for the smooth criminal route.
You've been hit by
A smooth.
Also, she incapacitated almost the entire combat with color spray. That was the only reason we won that.
Color spray
spray
works
just
way different. actually doesn't appear to apply any like statistical benefits.
It just
I'm
makes
gonna
them
learn
so much
2
harder to
languages.
do the stuff.
Right, it just makes them bad at everything.
Yeah, like everything is just worse for them now. You're stunned, you're blinded, you're dazzled. Even if you succeed, you're dazzled. Fuck you.
Hit him with that razzle dazzle.
Smooth.
Smooth.
I want to play a game. It's set in a Western setting, and be a cowboy, and have spurs that go jingle, jangle, jingle, and that's my perform skill.
Like you tap dance.
Yeah, like I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle. As I go
Oh my God.
riding merrily along. Yeah,
I don't like it.
I don't like it one
I
bit.
don't like it one bit.
that'd be my perform.
I will
There we
get
go.
that record on vinyl for you. Oh, hey, that reminds me, because I know at least maybe one person here will care.
One of the next characters I want to play, depending on the campaign that happens, is
Don't make
someone
that sound
who's
again.
just really,
Sounds too
really,
close to the great
really
beginning.
fucking good at sleight of hand.
I got
And
this
they're
the
just
other
a street
day.
performer.
I was happy about this.
Fuck yeah!
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, they did a second pressing because I missed the first one, and I was super happy that I managed to get one at all now.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking rad.
So I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret today. Don't fucking die. I don't have Breath of Life prepared because of how today went. I have Raised Dead prepared instead. So you won't die, but it would be expensive if you did die. So don't do that.
Not that expensive. We already have the material.
You only have one.
I only have one.
Yeah.
All right, Drolish.
That's it, yeah.
All right, Drolish. You were cut to a quarter your size, now to be cut to a 16th.
You become a
Drolish
tiny
becomes a
race.
pixie.
I'm still fucking mad that there's no pixie race. I would play a fucking pixie all day. All of my characters would be
And
pixies
yet you
right now.
complain that you always have the shortest character.
Listen! If I were a
don't-
pixie,
I-
I would understand.
Yeah, I feel like that.
The Falchion was
You're
a
kind of
plus-
asking for it there.
Yeah.
Huh?
If you were a
But the
pixie,
Falchion was like a plus.
Aren't sylphs also really
I
short?
sent you the stats. I don't have them over here.
Okay.
sylphs are like size category wise?
No, it's general height.
general
like,
height. I don't know. They're
because-
still medium creatures.
Because the range for medium is very big.
yeah, I feel like they're the same as Ifrits though. They
Like,
might be shorter.
because like,
Actually, no.
aren't halflings still medium creatures?
No,
I think
they're small.
Ifrits
Oh.
are. I
Did
think
you not
Ifrits
write
are way
down the
taller.
stats for it?
Are gnomes medium
I
creatures?
did, and
No,
I
no,
believe
small.
they're in a paper that's at home because I just I looked at this.
But I
and
think
I
sylphs
wasn't
are, like,
using it.
42
I'm currently
female.
just kind of writing down the basic stats, and then as the session starts, I'm scrolling
Oh.
through
I actually do remember what it was.
the. All right.
It was a
perfect.
+2 Falchion
Plus
with
2.
the Furious Magic
What?
Weapon property,
Oh, there it is. I'm just dumb.
which
That's
is
right.
useless. to
Which
me
is
now.
useless now. So.
Matt, I think female.
It's now
sylphs
just a
are
plus
like
2 Falchion.
4'2",
Essentially,
So
pretty
short
much.
side
Yeah,
of
which is
the
fine.
dwarves.
It's +2 to hit and damage.
Correct.
but they're still medium creatures.
Right.
Because medium range is very big.
So Drolish has 20 strength.
Yeah.
Please stop. You're gonna break the glass on
Oh,
that.
whoops.
Yeah.
That means.
Oh,
Because
wow,
I'm
okay.
Okay, so +11 +5.
Yeah.
Then +2, so 18. So your bonus to hit is what, 18?
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
What's your bonus to hit over there, Tattoo?
Bonus to hit. I was. My fervors.
You were calculating. You were putting in a little damage chart back there.
I was re-upping. I was rewriting down what my fervors are supposed to be at.
Caster's just.
I don't like that laugh.
I don't like that laugh
That
either.
makes me
my
uncomfort.
damage.
That makes me uncomfort.
Do I gain Fab?
Oh
this
my
level?
god, it's real.
What?
No.
Hey everyone, we're done playing Magic the Gathering.
Oh.
Pyra has her first 5th level spell now, by the way.
Yeah.
Is that the My Little Pony cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Wait,
saw those. Yeah.
Are those like
Yeah,
Those
those are
are
actual.
real.
Yeah, those are actual.
like you
brands.
can pull them in a pack?
No.
Those are
No, it's like
Alright.
another set they're doing.
Two-handing is half the strength.
It's like a little box.
No,
set.
two-handing is 1.5 times your strength.
That's
It's kind of like from the vault, but it's My Little Pony.
Yeah.
So
So
+5 would
Like
be
an
+7
unset kind
for
of, but
damage.
smaller.
Yeah.
Way smaller.
Way smaller.
Wait. So wait. 5 plus 7?
No,
Okay.
1.5 times 5, rounded
Yeah,
down
yeah.
is 7.
Also, I was under the impression you were already done playing Magic the Gathering. I haven't played Magic with someone in 4 years.
They used any pony and every pony. I need to burn down Watsy's corporate office.
You two played Magic here at my house.
That was an exaggeration. I've also played Magic with you in your own house since knowing you. The point is we don't play Magic anymore anyways. This isn't a problem.
It's hard to find time to do things like play Magic when you play D&D 3 days a week, 4 in the
Don't you
case
fucking
of
look at
Daily.
me like that.
No, look at your fucking feet.
Alright.
Got a fucking bus.
Only on a bus.
Only on a bus.
That's the only time it's allowed.
Alright.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, my car sits at just the perfect level,
Perfect height.
so I can just look in and see the feet.
Siri, could you please hand me a gun?
Well, I don't understand what's going on.
You missed it earlier? You asked me what my favorite moment of the day was. You didn't hear what I said?
Anyway,
I guess I misunderstood.
We pulled up behind a school bus, and Matt goes, I need to see the kids' feet. Where are they?
Like they're
How are
having.
you able to see them?
I didn't. That's why I went in like this.
That's why he declared it. He said, where are they? I can't see them.
See, because
Matthew.
like what made it funny.
Matthew.
What made it funny is because fucking. They were having their conversation. Like they just finished like a statement that I just leaned forward and said, "I need to see the kids' feet. Where are they?"
Very matter-of-factly.
anyway, Amy.
You can shoot me all you want, but I'm never going to
I'm
die.
pretty much all set
You
to
can't
go
kill me
right
in a way
now.
that matters.
God.
Did you put in your skill ranks?
Yes, I did.
You might kill me physically, but my memory will live on.
Wait, so you only get like what?
It won't matter.
25 skill ranks?
It was so
unexpected. Yeah.
It's 2 plus your int mod, right?
Fucking do it. Do it.
I believe, yeah.
Okay, so and you have 11
Alright.
intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
and you took 1 extra. Please stop! I need to be able to hear people at this table. So
I'm done.
that would be for 11 levels,
Mhm.
24, and then you'd get 1 extra one because you took 1 favorite class
Don't
bonus
do
skill
that.
rank.
Question. I've heard something. I've heard it mentioned, but I've never really confirmed with it. Have we done away with the craft magic whatever?
Yeah,
feats?
Yes.
we got rid of craft magic items and armor and everything. You can
Okay.
just do that.
Can I replace that feat then?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. I
Thank
put it
you.
in chat that you can replace it.
Yeah, you're
I
good.
didn't catch that.
I replaced mine too. That's how I got silent spells.
I hope I didn't. I hope that I didn't. You know.
Would I
What, hurt
also
me?
be able to
I
replace
was shooting
the
my
ranks I
titties
put
over
in
and
that?
over again.
No, because craft is still
They're
a
raw.
skill.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
that would
They
be
already
you
were
would
before you
roll.
shot them.
Yeah.
It's just not a thing that we require.
Oh, it's not a. Okay, I see.
You just
Because
could do
the
it. But
the
we
way
would
it
still
used to
roll
work-
craft to me.
Right, exactly.
God fucking damn you!
Why the fuck are any of you my friends?
Because you say shit like I need to see the kids' feet. Where are they?
That's
When
why
you-
you're his friend.
When you pull up behind a fucking bus,
The
you
school
chaotic
bus.
neutral son of
It
a
was a
bitch.
school bus.
That's chaotic evil.
I said to him, Matt, that's genuinely the most off guard I've been caught in a long time.
Do you have power attack tattoo?
Yeah.
Alright.
That was the hardest. The hardest I made anyone laugh was when he busted out because of what I said. And that made me feel really good. It was hilarious. If you were in the car too, you probably would have busted out too.
Oh, I definitely.
Oh,
would've.
same. I absolutely would have.
The most non sequitur fucking thing.
What a segue.
Oh,
What a
god damn it.
What a segue.
All right, we need some candles.
Not yet, we don't. We're not turning out the lights.
No, I know not yet, but I'm just gonna sprinkle them around.
Banana.
Closed.
What feet are you replacing
So
out of curiosity?
I don't know yet.
I can send you one that you can use in place until you find one later.
Yes, please.
Oh, Pyra also speaks another language now. Shockingly.
Whoa!
Caster speaks too now.
Ingration.
Congratulations.
You speak.
I can understand the gods and I can understand the fucking
Hey!
nightmares.
You speak Celestial too.
Yeah.
You can understand the what?
The fucking knife ears.
Why do
you
people
can spit
keep
off it.
touching the candles and turning them off at the bottom?
I don't fuck with these.
I don't.
So.
Yeah, I don't touch them.
So it's Haley doing it.
Mm.
Is it you
would
doing
you
it?
would you like me to turn this on?
Yes, I would like you to turn them all on.
Is this one on?
You
This one's on
got a
already.
sumo
Yes.
attacker now.
Sumo! Or wait a
Sumo
minute.
de katsudo, sumo sumo.
Oh, also that thing of candles over there is completely full.
Yeah, I know. Wait, do you want to use your lantern?
I'm sorry, Master, but I must go all out just this once.
No, I don't care.
Do you want to use your lantern?
I mean, it's not my lantern, it's tattoos technically, but
Does Tattoo want to use his lantern?
Yeah, sure.
okay.
Maybe there it is.
I'm going to the hospital now, guys.
What?
Because I pretended to grab it like it was hot, and then just continue to hold it.
Right, you don't need that. You've got that.
Well, once you two are done, we'll get started, and we're still, from my perspective, 23 minutes ahead of schedule. So good job on that one, guys. I'm hungry and I'm sad because I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not saying you guys should feel bad. I expected at least one Baconator, and now I have no food. So I'm
Without our taxi stopping, we cannot acquire any Baconators.
I'm going to go and grab myself some food.
Well, it was not on the fucking route on Google Maps. There was no route. There was no other stop for me to go. You did not specify, and I forgot because I'm a human being and I have so many expectations placed on me.
How the
Anyway,
fuck
you
is-
guys are awesome.
How the fuck is this a soda jungle?
love you,
I don't
Matt.
see any conch or Beppis anywhere.
Why would Conk and Beppis be in the same jungle?
Soda jungle.
The other day that was advertising Pepsi, and I said Speppy, Spepsis, and then Sepsis, and then Declan was like, "Yep, that's what it is."
All of those in one word. Sepsis.
Man.
Pepsi sucks.
Fuck you.
I like Pepsi.
Pepsi's better than Coke.
And I told Declan that you think that, and he was sad.
I
Coke
also-
leaves a shitty aftertaste in my mouth.
I just don't like how spicy Coke is.
I'm.
Hold on. You're at least a few shades darker than Tattoo, so why are you acting so fucking white?
Matt, even I've never said that.
Already got it, Amy.
I know.
What?
The replacement feed
Man.
that you sent me.
Dr. Pepper's better
Yeah.
than both anyways, so it doesn't matter.
I disagree.
Well, I don't know that.
I don't like Dr. Pepper
Man,
at all.
I'm legitimately sad.
Well, you're a
We're gonna go
fucking
through this-
invalid.
We're gonna go through this session without me having my watch
the
on.
best soda of the basic brands.
Presso.
It's a break
Better
in
than
I'd
Coke
say
and
I'd put
Pepsi.
Mr. Pibb as a second, though. But I can't have Mr. Pibb.
Mr. Pibb is used by the government to track people who own dungeons.
Well, she owns dragons, so.
What?
Mr. Pibb is a government
I'm not used to making spellcasters,
fucking
really.
tracking
So,
device
Spells per day,
used
that's
for
like the max
identifying
amount
people that own
that I,
dungeons.
that I have
Although-
right now.
You should
That's
also
cool.
look and you should also go look up here. Hang on.
Did you prepare spells?
problem.
What do you think about chemtrails?
I'm doing that. I'm doing that right now.
What?
I'm nearly done with that, I believe.
Do you not know what chemtrails are?
No.
You ever heard that conspiracy
Oh,
theory?
the trails that planes leave behind. There was a government conspiracy. This didn't happen. This isn't a real thing. This
No,
is a
it's
thing
not.
that crazy people believe.
Yeah.
That those trails are dispersing chemicals into the air to make the government control our minds.
Yeah.
It's as crazy as the people being like, they put calcium in the tap water so that you calcify your pineal gland in your head and close your third eye. Which is a thing I have been told in person by a real-ass human being when I worked at Walmart who worked with me.
Truth is, the frogs were gay from
Please.
the start.
Yes.
That's not very ring-a-ding of you.
That is not very ring-a-ding of you.
Here, you can keep this with you for the rest of the session
That
because you might
does-
hear it.
That does not sound
Oh,
very
okay.
Megalovania.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Very, very unepic.
I was gonna ask for the headband.
Oh, there's
Do you have a
gas
normal
table.
headband,
No,
though?
you're not allowed to wear it
I-
anymore. No, we
no
don't have
bonus-
normal headbands.
I-
We're fucking furries, Matt.
God damn
Oh,
it.
hold on. Where's
Are you okay?
The, The implications, they're confused and terrifying me.
Excellent, thank you. I forgot those existed. I am not a spellcaster.
Furries are only allowed to own cat ear or other animal ear headbands?
I mean, I guess.
Is that the... That's what the nomenclature would suggest.
I mean, have you ever seen a furry out in public not wearing one of those?
Have you ever met anyone who wore them that wasn't a furry?
How the fuck am I supposed to encounter a person wearing a headband that doesn't have animal ears on it and think to myself, that means they aren't a furry? Because that headband doesn't have ears on it.
I mean, I guess that'd be as good a reason as any to think so.
No! If I automatically assume
No,
every time I
see-
see a headband that the person wearing it isn't a furry, I'm gonna lose my mind. trying to
Tyler,
keep
you're
track of
misinterpreting.
things.
It's not that you should believe that if they're wearing a headband and it doesn't have ears, they are definitely not a furry. It's that if they are wearing a headband and it does have ears, they 100% are in fact a furry.
Schrodinger's furry. If they have a headband, but there are no ears, they are simultaneously in a state of furry and furriant until proven otherwise.
Man, we are on a fucking roll today with our bullshit.
I guess really.
How many more headbands do you have?
We have 2, and both of them have ears on them.
God damn it!
Told you.
I was gonna say, I need something to put my hair back.
Wait,
My
One
hair,
has cat ears, one has fox ears.
I like cats more than foxes.
I can't find mine.
That's a good idea too.
Yeah, where that?
Makes no sense. That might actually be useful.
Now you're just like your hero, Cheddar Jack.
No, it
It's
was
Monterey
Monterey Jack. It was,
No,
it was
it's Cheddar Jack now.
It's Cheddar. You
Call me Cheddar.
Hey, call me Cheddar, guys. Cheddar
Call
Jack.
me Cheddar.
When is Cassandra
Cheddar
gonna get a hat like that?
Whenever we
When
go
everything
back-
isn't so sad, Haley.
Yeah, alright, that's fair.
Haley said, when is Cassandra gonna get a hat like that? And I said, when everything isn't so sad.
Well,
All we have to do is take down the Drow Empire and stop the inevitable darkness, guys. It's fucking easy.
Your forehead.
I mean,
And then we're gonna throw a giant ass
We're doing
party
alright
and
now.
we're all gonna get chocolate wasted.
I want to get chocolate wasted.
I'm gonna get fucking actual wasted.
Yeah,
I
I'm
also
needing
approve
proof.
that
drown
sentiment.
in your own
Yeah.
tears.
I'm not letting that go.
What'd you just say, hon?
I said you'll be drowning in your own tears when the campaign ends.
I know I will be.
Won't we all?
I really think that might just be a tattoo, and actually, I guess maybe everybody but Tyler, possibly myself. Maybe I'm cold-hearted enough for that.
What happened?
That everyone will cry in the last session.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the tattoo.
Well,
The tattoo, him.
No,
Why?
like the tattoos you guys wanted to get.
Oh.
No.
I'm absolutely still gonna get
Same.
one of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna make mine, what I said. The fucking
Fucking.
okay,
poem
that's
is
gonna
asleep.
be useful.
Why can't I find the things? Because my brain is stupid and I can't remember that the components of a sandwich are cheese, meat, condiments, and bread. I've opened the fridge 3 times and I've only managed to pull 2 things out of it, a separate condiment each time.
Man, that sounds like me at work trying to find the shit I need to get.
It's like a
do my
sim.
job.
Like a sim goes like this. They go to the fridge, acquire 1 condiment, close the fridge, put it on the oven,
Open.
return to the fridge, open it, acquire a different condiment, close the fridge, put it on the counter, go back to the fridge.
Where's the sliced cheese?
It's in the.
Your wife is having a fucking aneurysm, Haley. Help her.
Oh my goodness. Is this why I make all the food that your mother doesn't?
I swear, it's like we don't have it. I'm not crazy.
That's usually what crazy people say.
Yeah, normally when someone says I'm not crazy, I assume they are.
It is not always there. It's always no, it has not been. I promise. It has
Look
been
at-
there.
look at-
People be moving shit in my fridge. I'm not gonna be told that
The cheese
I'm
was
the
always there.
crazy one. I just wanted the monster.
The
for
cheese
my
was there from the start.
sandwich. It's always been there. Where are the meat? Is this
The
it?
cheese was always there.
We only have 2 slices of ham and nothing else? I don't know. Maybe there's some more meat here. Looks like there is. What is that the one?
This would be an interesting ASMR video.
ASMR is a bit of a stretch, bro.
Bologna.
Well, it's like those
You
ASMRs, me playing Fortnite silently while my parents get divorced in the background.
That's
Amy's
exactly what I
lost
was
the
thinking.
capacity
We're-
for
we're
words
one
and the session
battle
hasn't
sounds.
started yet. We're in danger, guys.
And Jasmine's just here, like, reading her book.
Hey, no. Yes to chaos.
I know where you
Yeah,
go.
that's fair.
He's going to find some feet to look at.
You know what I'm mad about? I got a really cute highlighter palette, but I can't get it to work on my cheeks. It only works on my nose. And I'm mad.
So,
I think I actually legitimately gonna
here for the session.
Sorry I'm late, guys.
Is that pie starting over?
So, hey, you want to go look at some feet through a bus?
Is the session really going that poorly without me that you want to go look at feet through a bus?
I found the bread.
She found the bread, dude.
Bread has been found.
Has the cheese been found?
Enemy spotted. Yes.
Have the condiments been found?
Yes.
Have the meat been found?
The gun
Target
has been
acquired.
found twice, but separately.
Why? Don't fucking know. I'm the one with the hat. I need the gun.
This is Texas gun, not your gun.
Yeah, but that's a text type hat, kinda.
No. Yeehaw, partner.
Yee-haw-haw.
But yeah, wait, it's a double decker. So is it yeehaw yeehaw or
It's
yee yee
yee-haw.
ha ha or ha yee ha ha yee yee ha
Yee-haw, yee-haw.
Alright.
or
Amy,
ha ha
I'm done.
yee?
I'm just gonna keep this loaded.
And this sandwich got a hot date.
I'm gonna keep this gun loaded, and if you mention feet again, I'm going to shoot you.
Feet.
I got feet. Hey, didn't shoot me.
As the resident.
You shut your goddamn mouth!
There's no bullet in that gun. I have it.
This session didn't start yet.
Well, the audio's on.
We've been recording for like the last half hour.
Time holding up the bullet.
This is all on tape.
What the heck?
So yeah, give me one of those fucking hats. Goddamn smooth brain.
If that's not the pot calling the fucking kettle black, Siri, I don't know what is. Fucking Pillsbury biscuit brain.
Alright, so over Siri's inside her head vision of the world, she just got hit with the GTA wasted.
She's slowly leaning back like she died.
Of course.
Nice aim.
I got
there,
Pillsbury.
hot shot.
Flicking bullets is hard.
Give me one.
Nice aim there, hot shot.
All right.
Flicking bullets is fucking hard.
Nice aim there, hot shot.
Haley,
Ow.
say that one more time. I'm
Collateral.
gonna stop the next time I
Collateral.
Did anyone just witness the power that I wield?
No.
No. I'd like to point out also in the recording, 3 out of the 6 people that are here are wearing cowboy hats.
Yep.
Or 7.
Well, I don't know. There's more
3
than
out of
6
7.
over here. Yeah,
3 out of 7.
Jasmine. We need more cowboy hats.
Yeah.
The fucking Starfinder game is just slowly going to turn into an increasing number of wilds.
You're gonna go to a world where they only are like cowboys excluding crust?
Yeah, I was about to say, we already went to Crust.
They're like, no, it's like a desert world.
The day Scipia gets put in a cowboy hat is the day she leaves the fucking ship.
What about that holo projector?
She hasn't been in that room.
Happy birthday to you.
She hasn't been in the engine room like at all.
No.
Also, I'm
Happy
really.
birthday to you.
Not since it got turned into a hollow projector room. That wasn't always canon.
Put on the cowboy.
We retroactively canon things.
Put on the cowboy hat.
One of these days you're gonna walk in there, you're gonna forget about that. You're gonna walk in there, I'm gonna describe to you how Scipia's outfit is.
No, you're gonna forget too.
I mean, a holographic outfit she has no control over is
Anyone
different
want
than
a
her
Reba
putting on.
McEntire cassette? It was.
Fuck yeah!
It was just like, it's just in here.
Give me
when I-
that shit!
When I got this, and now I have, I guess, Reba McEntire's Greatest Hits, Volume 2.
I would like it.
It's got HX Pro
Give it to me.
and
Give it to me.
Dolby B noise
Give it to me.
reduction.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Please
Give it to me.
don't break that.
I'm not gonna break it.
Please.
Yeah, I go to
And
eat
he
it.
immediately goes to eat it.
Yeah, I knew.
I want to put this in my phone. Hang on.
No, wait. Give me that back.
Give me that back,
Wait, no.
please.
I gotta.
So the recording's gonna be fun today.
Oh boy. We're in it to win it.
And hey, we're gonna, because of how ridiculous we are, we're gonna get TPK.
Make a fucking sandwich out of my phone and a Reba McEntire cassette. The batteries for dessert.
Can you set it in that little wooden crate behind you when you're done fucking around with it?
Alright, well.
You know what I've been thinking about in an inordinate amount of my time?
What?
I have a joke answer.
Sure. Go ahead.
Feet.
No, but
What's
that
the
is-
butt there, Matt?
that is applicable for today. No, what I've been thinking a lot about
I need
is
candles.
Patrick going to SpongeBob and saying, "You had it set to M for mini when you should have
Oh
set
yeah,
it
welcome to our
W."
life at work.
We literally are living that life.
We
every day.
quote SpongeBob nightly at work.
You should have set it to W for Wombo.
G7, I lose! But it's not Tuesday, Patrick. Tartar sauce. I'm gonna tighten this as much as I can.
Here, can you give me that?
Make sure it doesn't go anywhere.
Give me that for free.
I can even dab. I can dab my body freely.
You can move your body pretty.
Yes.
You are no longer tied down. You can move your body freely.
There's so much energy in that one phrase of just you are no longer tied down.
Yes.
Can you give me that
You
candle?
are free.
Can you give me that candle?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry,
You
didn't see it.
are no longer tied down.
Oh wait, we actually have this one.
You
already,
can
so never
move
mind.
your body pretty.
Pretty.
Man, I'm sad that I have hit the soft cap in Shadowkeep already.
Oh yeah, it came out a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 57 light level to go until the second soft cap.
It is not going to stay closed.
Haley sent me one of the exotics she found.
Ty was not pleased with it.
What was it?
The Assassin's Cowl
What got you?
makes it so that you go invisible after melee killing anyone.
No, it's not. It makes it so when you get a melee kill on a guardian or a takedown on any other combatant, you go invisible and heal. But
That's
it's
great.
It's not a melee kill on another combatant. It has to be a takedown if it's not a guardian.
But no,
I mean,
That's exactly how it's worded.
even that being the case, that's still really good.
I've never tried it on. I guess I'll report back to you. I don't know if that's the case.
It also doesn't increase the damage of it any
Of what?
of the melee.
I mean, it doesn't need to. If you're getting the regen on the takedown.
And if you're playing an Arc Hunter, you hit harder anyway.
Yeah, but you don't hit like hard. You don't hit as hard as a fucking gun.
I mean, you still one hit kill like nearly every.
Also, he is right on the wording, by the way.
I wonder if
I think I know what I'm replacing it with. Divine Interference, the general.
I already have that.
Oh, well. I mean,
You
It
can have
actually-
it too.
Like, it actually crossed my mind that Haley had taken that feat, and I was like, he's gonna say Divine Interference. Divine Interference. I already have that.
I mean, you can take it too.
Yeah, you can take it too. It's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
I'm not the only one who's allowed to take Iron Will.
Yeah, I took it because that's a very Quarra feat.
I mean, you can still take it. Are you
Yeah.
looking for another one now?
Yeah, you can take it. You can take it, man. I don't want to take the wind out of your sails and
No,
just
no,
let
no,
you know
that's
I have it
fine.
already.
Take the one out of everyone.
I do also want to see what else is here, because this is in alphabetical order, and that one starts with a D. I've just been
Wait,
scrolling
I'm
down.
sorry. It's fine. It's okay. Mine is all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the light.
Oh shit, my health.
You roll a d8, yeah?
Yeah.
If you need another candle, so there's one somewhere around here.
Remember, you can always take the Dungeon Master's role, if you are dissatisfied with your own.
I'll take the Dungeon Master's roll.
What did you roll?
1.
She gets 2.
She also rolls a 1.
She gets one.
Getting a 1,
What
alright.
is it?
Got a 2.
Get a 2, bro.
Got a 2. Alright. 2 is technically better than 1. I can move my body freely.
You are no longer tied down. You can move your body freely.
Ooh.
So Caster doesn't get better at not dying this level.
That was hilarious.
I mean, you do. What's your Constitution bonus?
Do I get a bonus at this level? I thought it was every 4.
No, you gain. No, what is your bonus to Constitution?
2.
You get that plus whatever you roll.
So you get 3 health points.
No, you get 4.
4. Yep.
Have
I
you been
forgot.
doing that every level?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I just haven't leveled in a hot minute.
Okay.
Yeah, he does not do as much damage, but that's to be expected.
Yep. Okay. Making
Oh.
sure I didn't calculate that.
Hold on, one more thing.
Let's see, I did health, I did
I'll
race,
send it to you.
Oh, okay, no
in the
problem.
middle of feet. I did attacks. Yeah, the only thing I've got left is this feat. We can just keep moving forward.
So tell me what happened last time.
Hey,
got-
I got fucking yoked!
we did
died.
what we did all right, you know. Then we did really good, and then we did shit.
So, yeah,
That basically is
We got
it.
cocky,
Yeah.
that's what happened.
in the
Well,
midst.
I don't know if it was getting cocky.
We got very
we
cocky.
we put ourselves in a very disadvantage.
We placed a little too much faith in our own abilities.
Yeah, so we were challenged to combat by the ghost General Roland,
Trial by combat.
and we did very well at first. Then, though, you know, we were taking damage here and there, but everything was pretty fine. But then we fought a large group of kobolds and a couple dragons. We had an excellent plan involving some explosives. However, one of the dragons breathed fire. We were not able to shore up Drolish's energy weakness in time, and in a moment of getting played like the bitches we are, 3 of us were in a line, and 3 of us got breathed fire on. Cassandra died instantly. Drolish also died. This ended up with me dying. However, in a very quick moment, Pyra threw Quarra the ring of binding. So
Ring of Aelin,
The ring- yeah.
specifically, which had a soul bonding effect.
so now, which saved Quarra's soul from getting devoured by the Sword of Kos.
Also meant Pyra could cast Korra's spells through her, or rather, Korra could cast her spells through Pyra, which meant we ended up healing Cassandra. We also ended up using like a detention spear type of thing on the dragon so it couldn't do shit, while a furious caster mopped up the rest of the kobolds. And then we dispatched with the dragon, and before the next wave of combat could like start, before the Roland man could bring in his next wave, Pyra swoops up the Sword of Kos and stabs him in the chest. So he is absorbed.
Along with the rest of his men,
Yes.
it should seem.
Yep. We after that,
His crown was left behind though.
no, you grabbed his crown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like his crown was still left. We didn't. That wasn't lost.
Yeah.
So we have the crown. We just don't know what it controls anymore.
In that, like shortly after that happened, we had a rest, and Galahad, who was quite emotionally distraught after Quarra died, despite attempts to both like rouse him to action or to calm him down. As we were asking Drolish if she wanted to come back to life, who said no, they incinerated Drolish's body, said said basically in essence, I'm wasting my time with a lot of you. This quest is pointless, and all of you are weak and misguided.
I don't think.
No, it was
Gal-
that. It's constantly him being put in danger.
Not.
I don't think
Actually-
Galahad ever referred to you guys as weak.
Yeah, he didn't call us weak. He said specifically that I was misguided, and he said that he had been in he had been in danger constantly, and that he didn't think that we were going to be able to.
I do believe he also did
him
directly
safe.
say this quest would fail.
Yeah, he did also say that this quest would fail.
We were engaged in a hopeless endeavor.
But that is not a suggestion that you are weak, but merely that your task is impossible.
Which,
I mean, what else can we do? We're not time dragons. We can't just fly the fuck away and go to a different plane eventually after a few 100 years.
which, however, during all of this, Quarra was revived by the use of the Philosopher's Stone, the very last one we had. We also gained a diamond from that Philosopher's Stone. Then, on a whim, Cassandra, using the vial of God's blood, decided to sprinkle that on Drolish's ashes to see what would happen, and out pops a dwarf.
Dwarfs!
Smallish.
And it is Drolish, back from the dead, revived in a new way.
Are you gonna change your name?
Not yet. Most likely not.
Be like a little weird. Hey guys, I know you guys have known me for like 10 years, not 10 years. Like actually no, 10 months as like Drolish or whatever.
You didn't close the bathroom door, did you?
No.
Okay.
As Drolish or whatever. But hey, I'm not Drolish anymore. So
So like, just call me Deborah.
yeah,
Call me by my fantasy name, Deadly.
Chuck.
Chuck.
Let me get my insulin.
Fatality's my middle name. Saying Fatality Flint.
Also, just I don't know. Galahad still, like, we managed to.
Oh, that's another thing. During his monologue, I almost shot him in the back of the head.
Now I have a question for Matt, the player, the person, the
Yeah.
human being.
Yeah.
Now, to my recollection,
Mm-hmm.
you did not say, I am thinking about shooting him.
No, I said that Cass wants to shoot him in the back of the head.
Okay,
That does not mean she's going to.
okay, because I wanted to know whether the only reason that you didn't was because you thought that maybe that might be the end of the game.
Howdy, partner.
No, I don't think that would have been the end of the game, but I know for sure that would have been the end of Cassandra and Quarra's friendship.
It would have been the end of Cassandra because I would have killed you.
I would have. No. I mean, because I hadn't revived you yet, so I would have just. Like, if you were going to kill me.
no.
Then you would have had to kill Pyra.
We had revived her also.
No, we hadn't revived her yet.
Yeah, we hadn't revived her. We hadn't revived me yet, but I would have absolutely taken control of Pyra's body and killed you.
Yeah, it was the whole monologue. No, we're not. Bring me back. And then
Oh
Cass
yeah.
did that.
Yeah, rather, no, you're wrong about one thing. I'm very much not dead.
That's it.
Use it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that almost happened.
You cast a resurrection spell,
What?
and you raised the dead.
I did do that.
I just think that's interesting.
No, we
What?
didn't.
Did you?
Actually, no, I didn't do that.
No, we haven't cast
Yeah, you did.
Resurrection.
You cast raise dead on Drolish.
No.
Oh wait, no.
No.
It's on
That
Cass.
was
No,
the
you
God's
did-
from the
blood.
God's blood.
You did that on.
I didn't
We
do
didn't
that.
cast Resurrection, period. The Alchemist Stone brought Quarra back, and the God's Blood brought Drolish back. We didn't cast Resurrection.
Breath of Life was what brought Cassandra back to life.
That's
Yes.
right.
She was in the process of dying.
I was already
The
dead.
bottle of your cord's
Well,
gone, so
technically,
cross that
you
out.
were already dead, but the stipulation of died within 1 round.
Well, that would still be dead.
Yeah.
That would still be my heart stopped. I'm dead.
Mm-hmm. She was mega dead. Like
She was alive.
She was like 20 points past her constitution.
Incineration.
modifier.
Wait, who?
Me.
Oh, yeah, you.
Yeah, we the last of the moment, like the last of the thing was like, Drolish comes back to life. Galahad says this might as well happen. And then
Right.
you know we have some conversation with new Drolish. Cassandra gives Drolish a hug. That was a cool thing.
Picks up Drolish.
Yeah.
No.
No, you didn't.
Dwarves are not light.
They are. They're
Cass
still
isn't a weak
quite
person.
heavy.
What's your strength?
I mean, it's 12.
No.
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 Drolish still weighs like 240 pounds.
Of muscle.
I had
Meat!
I had 11 strength, and with an 18, I picked up Galahad.
Oh yeah, I guess you did do that. I guess Cass can.
I mean, not with like ease, but
No,
she could do it.
not
and
like-
she did.
Not like a gnome.
Yeah.
You get 1/15th of the way through suplex.
You
Yeah.
do not get as far into that as I did into suplexing Siri, which was all the way.
And also, yeah, and it was, and like we were having like a conversation, like we talked
Sorry.
to Galahad. It's
The
like I
moment
care
your
about you a
face
lot.
just-
I won't ask you to stay. And
You were
Galahad
laughing
was
because
just like,
it was a joke.
just stop.
And then you actually lift me up, and it's like,
And then we went.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, no! I
Well,
well, have said this.
we come back to where we left off, the end of that conversation between Galahad and Quarra, and we have a new, fully realized flesh beast in front of us.
I have a crown. Do we have a crown prop?
A meat lady.
Crown.
who just got closed like
Yeah,
a few seconds ago, I think. Right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
gave
don't-
her- I
We
gave her
don't
close.
have a crown.
We do
clock.
not have a crown.
No.
No.
This is the crown.
Please don't.
That's No, yeah.
That one's mine.
It's just a,
No,
it's
that
just a
one's mine,
cowboy
this
hat
one
made
is
of gold.
No, that one's my mom's.
Well,
So
but
a
that one
golden
is also that one's
cowboy
the felt
hat.
one.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have the strap.
Got a question here.
Mm.
Because I'm still in the level of process of leveling, I feel like I could still move my ranks around. I put 2 of them into linguistics and 1 into sense motive, but then I found this feat here, sense loyalties. I need 1 rank in knowledge nobility, which I don't have, and 1 rank in knowledge religion, which I do have. And after at least an hour interaction, I can attempt a sense motive check to get a hunch what god, government leader, or patron a creature is loyal to or worships. So I can lose a language and get that.
That's
Sure.
probably a good idea.
That's not bad. You can do that totally.
Should I drop Celestial or Elvish, though?
I would
When-
drop Celestial.
So that we're not. When are we going to use that?
I mean,
I mean,
Celestial's,
Celestial's good for, like,
Celestial's a
reading.
useful language, and Quarra can teach.
Yeah,
Quarra can
but-
teach you Elvish.
But also
But, like,
suits.
Yeah, my suit.
if you don't speak Elven, it's like when Cassandra didn't speak Orcish. Everyone is talking, and then you're there like,
It's not entirely
Hello.
wrong though.
my name is Caster Default.
We all also know several other languages with
Right,
each
but if
other.
we
and
interact
we're
with
not-
elves that don't speak common,
how likely is that? Unless the fucking wood elves that owe Casses shows up.
we never fucking knew we were gonna run into a bunch of orcs that didn't speak common. I personally would drop Celestial. You can do whatever you want.
I think Celestial's a good idea to keep. That's a language that is still spoken by many outsiders at in lots and lots of planes. It's probably a good idea to have that.
That makes sense.
Meanwhile, Elvish,
Everyone knows it, so like we just translate.
A
well,
lot of-
I mean, Droll doesn't know it.
tons of people know Elvish in this party. I could teach you Elvish, and also most elves that we find will probably still speak Common.
Yeah, true.
No.
I'll go with that one.
Especially considering most elves nowadays are nomads, so they kind of need to know common.
Yeah, either that or they're drow, but I guess I doubt we're going to be talking with drow that much.
West
Like,
Drow would speak
talking
Undercommon.
with them anyway.
Yeah, we're going to be talking with them with our fists
Or bullets, or swords,
or magic.
or magic. Magic.
Alright, I've got all my shit to go. I'm just writing it down at this point. We can move on.
So howdy.
Oh, you need your blessing of fervor page back.
Thank you.
So yeah, you guys are as you were left before.
Okay.
Shitheads?
Crown.
Drollers right now is finishing up putting on the new clothes. Okay.
Cass has finished gathering her camping shit and has just picked it all up and is walking forward.
That's significantly warmer. Okay.
Your voice isn't as deep, it's weird.
Huh?
Your voice isn't as deep, it's weird.
I think it'd be weirder if you see me with my old voice.
That would be weirder. I have to say, it's still very funny.
Your brother is going to lose his mind.
I'm sure any orc would lose their mind. I'm surprised she hasn't.
I doubt it'll matter much in the long run. She's supposed to be dead, remember?
That's true. That is true.
Very true. Well, in any case, we probably need to keep moving. In which case, give me. Can a lot of you give me 20 minutes while I answer a couple questions?
Sure.
In the meantime, search our stuff. Try to find some armor that will fit you. I don't know if we'll have any.
That's a
but
bit of a stretch, but there's no harm in looking, I suppose.
What do you have in the bag of holding?
There is several suits of devil plate armor.
The only
I
armor
think
we
we
picked up
still-
is the Hell Knight armor, I think.
I think we
Yeah.
still have Vayet's old armor.
I
What?
do not
Oh
think
my-
so.
No, we burned him in that.
You burned him in
we
it.
did. No, never mind.
Burned him along with all of his stuff except for the void glass sword, which turned out to be the fucking sunblade.
Is Joel just now going to be like they're just the brand new Vayet now?
Sure. Yeah.
Try not to get yeeted.
Yeah,
Again.
try not to get yoked against the wall.
Finds a void glass longsword. Oh hey. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Ah.
You find a jar
Unfortunately,
of darkness.
That means that Drolish, for the time being, is unarmored.
Yes.
Okay. That's fine.
That's not good.
Yeah, because the people we took that armor off of were
Big.
larger.
Yeah.
Hell Knight big.
All night big. Not 4
They were
foot 1.
man-sized at least.
Not
I
4
gotta
foot 1.
say, examining a fucking cowboy hat like it's a crown over here is really doing me a chuckle.
So, is that Pyra right now with the crown?
Yeah, more or less. She's looking over it.
Quarra sets out some candles, and you can tell she's casting divination.
Would it be possible
Yeah.
for me to roll spellcraft to see if I can figure out what this thing is currently like linked to or supposed to be controlling?
Sure.
I will do that. Over here.
Ty getting his first superstition.
Nope. Try that again. Well, that's a 35.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Let me make sure, because my spellcraft went up when I... Yeah, 35.
Reminds me of
Leveling up.
Alright. So, the crown has a powerful connection
No,
presently
it's
with the Sword of Kos.
Put on you control the Sword of Kos.
That'd be interesting.
That would be cool.
Just the span I've been here, I went down from 69 battery to 57.
Nice.
Close some
Nice.
shit.
Well, it's not nice anymore because it's not 69 anymore.
But he said the funny number.
Speaking of, I'm going to as we're cast. Like, did you have more that you wanted to do?
No, she's just in deep thought currently.
All right. As we're sitting down and Quarra's casting divination, she says she grips the Sword of Kos and says, "Well, Kos, how are things in there?"
It is good to have so many able, strong-willed individuals. It has made my job significantly easier in holding back the tides of evil that you've contained within.
You can thank Pyra for that. It was her hand that guided the blade.
Yes, I'm aware.
No hard feelings, by the way, right? And there's like this bit of smarm in her voice.
Whether or not we are bound together, I feel like you will still comfortably find me in your hands.
Much as I love to say it, it's a familiar weight at this point.
I'm sure.
Cass? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
Oh, okay. Cass, I do have a quick question before we move on.
Mm-hmm.
What did you use to bring me back and turn me into this abomination?
What nightmare have you cast upon me?
Shit, where is it? I'm trying to find the vial.
Talking
It's
about
over
this?
Yeah, give it to me.
Fucking, I don't want to break it.
It's pretty thick. You'd
Oh,
be fine.
okay.
I mean,
You used this, and that's what this does.
So that's
it's very fascinating. I wrote extensive notes on that process.
It is rather interesting stuff. Seems to have a sense of humor.
It
It's
certainly does. Now,
a
I
cool
wrote
one.
that down as well.
I don't think you'll have another chance of getting one of these either.
I doubt it. Well, it was either, lose part of my family or keep some blood.
That's
Might as
a
well
pretty-
lose blood to keep blood, you know what I mean?
That's a pretty easy choice.
You, I'm surprised you knew exactly what it was.
I mean, it.
Well,
She didn't?
I mean,
she
it.
didn't tell. Joel didn't say a word about it to anyone. Period.
Cassandra didn't know what it did. She fucking...
Yeah, but she.
I mean,
she
I
mentioned it being
imagine
blood
it's still,
already.
it probably didn't have the same. It didn't have the same color, but it probably had the same
Consistency.
flow and
That's
consistency of
that's
the blood.
that's fair. That's fair.
Viscous.
I wouldn't
Thicker than water.
I wouldn't underestimate our Cassandra. She's very perceptive. She probably saw where you got it from.
Yeah, I suppose.
Which, I'm going to take a shot in the dark. Battleground.
Yep.
Naturally.
There were plenty of dying bodies. Might as well make use of them. We weren't going to get any. That was our one shot. So figured might as well since I was there. Oh well.
It should seem that whoever you took that from has a sense of humor. You said you felt like you belong in the abyss. I think they condemned you to a fate you see much worse, eh?
I wouldn't call it worse.
The abyss sucked, bro!
I haven't read much about the Abyss, but it seems quite bad.
It's
Oh, it's awful.
I was there for how long were we away? Before you resurrected me?
I want
A
to say,
day.
was it a full day?
You spent
We had gotten a night's rest.
You spent about 17 hours. You
Oh,
spent
it
about 17
felt
hours.
much
in the
longer
abyss.
than that.
I'm very curious actually about this one. So, what was happening to you?
The best way to describe it.
Get the boys.
Gather the boys.
No,
Gather
that's
the
not an
boys.
alarm.
Oh.
Oh,
That's fun.
okay. Now, I don't know how else to really describe this. It's my soul was being harvested, taken, and I soon enough would have been turned into nothing. It was the most painful experience that anyone could ever deem unmortal.
Awesome.
I wouldn't wish this on anyone at all.
Good thing I
It's
brought
a
you back.
horrible place, and I don't wish to go back. Now, I'm going to see if there's a way to avoid such fate should I eventually die again.
I can.
Makes you question why you were in the Abyss in the first place.
Oh no, I know exactly why. That's no question. There's no questioning that.
Not even with your past somewhat redemption. Nothing.
There is what I've done before then was nowhere close to redeeming the pain that caused. I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's too much to unpack right now. Right now, we need to just focus on going through this tunnel and finding our way to the Undersea
Well,
and continuing on.
well,
Once Quarra is done, we'll be moving forward.
well, Joelish.
Excellent.
You know, usually this sort of thing is cause for people to really take another hard look at their beliefs, at what forces what forces exist in this world.
You'd be right.
A fresh start.
You have a real, true second chance.
Third chance.
In a way, yes, but I don't.
Garrett saved her life.
I know.
Then I would have gone to the Abyss anyway.
Exactly. I mean, but it's still your third chance.
Perhaps some more than a change of conduct is desired. Maybe you ought to throw yourself at the mercy of something.
Can somebody get the alarm and then bring me a fork and the plate out of the microwave?
Just a suggestion, Droelish. I can't steer the course of your life.
No, don't worry. I thought of that almost immediately. I'm not going back there ever again. I'll see what I can do. But I'm also not going to hide from the responsibilities that I have to do.
So there's two questions that I have. So, I mean, unless anyone wants to have any more conversations.
Nope. I'm
Nope.
good.
Alright. I am casting Divination twice.
Okay.
The first... Oh, nice. The first question I have is, of course, like, what direction should we go to reach the start of this map? The map being the one that Zevran gave us. Rather, what direction should we go to reach the start of the map that Zevran gave to us, is my specific question. The other question I have is, how long do we have until Sunstone Keep is again besieged by the enemy?
It already happened.
Negative 2 days.
Negative
no.
2 days.
Do you have to roll for whether or not that fails?
I do.
I think you roll a percentage, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
it's
pull up
percentile.
divination for you. I almost searched divination, and I don't think I would have gotten anything.
You would have gotten something relating to Skyrim.
Dovas! Learn.
What?
You heard me.
What'd you just say?
Fusra! Learn.
Sokotoa.
Sokatoa!
That's Krakatoa.
I know, but
It's Krakatoa, actually, after the volcano.
I know, but I was thinking of the meme picture.
Yes, I know.
with Sokotoa. Yeah.
For math.
Yeah, for math.
The
know
base
it's
chance of a
Sokotoa.
correct divination is 70 plus 1% per caster level. If the roll fails, you know the spell failed regardless of, unless a specific magic yielding false information is at work.
I would have put that in my output if I watched it.
Alright, here we go. So I have an 81% chance to get a correct divination. Here's the first one. Oh my god.
95.
Let me invoke the rule and see whether we said roll over or under, because I forget every time.
I also forget, but I believe it was rolled over.
It was... Well, looks like we're heading in any direction, guys.
Well, I mean, it said the first time go east.
Yeah.
So let's go east.
Wait, if it's...
Arcane spell failure chances always roll over, so this would be the same. So if
Okay.
you roll over it, you fail.
Yep.
So rolling over 81 means we fail.
Yeah, so I failed that. So I'm guessing answer unclear in terms of where to go today.
It's like a magic 8-ball. It gives you an answer that's not even like right for your questions, perhaps.
Which direction do we go in? Yes.
It says east.
Just east.
I somehow get the sense that
East.
that's not very specific, but we'll take it.
Try asking again later.
And then the second one. Bruh!
89.
Can I spend a reroll on this?
If you want to, I guess.
Please. This is about the keep.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
I'm fine.
100. 85.
Bruh!
The chances of that are
86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. For what I thought you have what, 85% chance of success?
81.
Oh, 81. I was about to say if that meets it, you would still technically succeed. But
still.
I kind of want another reroll. This is a very important question.
I mean, what are you gonna do if the answer is yes? It's under attack right now.
Yeah, I don't ultimately feel that this is an important question because I don't feel like it alters our path any. We don't have any means of control over that right now. Besides, don't we still have the ring? We could just ask the fucking...
Captain's
dude,
with
man.
us.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
you guys died last session, that was weird.
Yeah. Why is she short? Why is she a dwarf? Where did she come from? I don't know her. Fuck.
Where'd
Crazy,
she,
right?
where'd she come from? Where did she go?
Where'd she come from?
I'm not Cotton Eye
Joe.
Joe.
Crazy. how that
Well,
happened.
that's a complete failure on divination today. I guess we'll just have to try again tomorrow.
Did I spell? I don't remember my spells.
What does it say to me though?
You just don't. It's like an 8-ball giving you a non-applicable answer.
I think the shield around Archbridge is throwing off my communications.
You guys are out of that by now.
We're
Wait,
not-
for real?
We're not in Archbridge anymore.
No, well,
We're not like near or enough Archbridge for
But
the
I
shield
can
to
just
be-
cast teleport.
Yeah, you can. You want to teleport home right now? Say fuck it to what we're doing?
Say,
Is that what you want to do?
say fuck it to Jackal.
No, but what I am going to do is ask for 10 more minutes and cast Sending.
To who?
What do you think, guys? Because there's Graceland who was keeping tabs on Grix and like I don't know that part. And you know what? Actually, let's have this conversation in character.
Kyra also has a scroll of sending that she could cash in on right now since we're outside of the Archbridge shield.
Yeah. So there's actually one more thing I'd like to do. We have 10 minutes. It would take 10 more minutes, but we could contact someone back home. We could.
We could contact Bulb Chow.
that was one of my suggestions. We could contact Boltjaw, perhaps Tace. We could maybe contact Gracelyn, or really anyone at home would probably be the best. Boltjaw would make the most sense tactically.
Tactically, because he would have more first-hand
Can I just use a note card for
knowledge
this?
of what's going on. What's going on in the field and what's going on within the keep as well.
Pyra
Also-
presently has a scroll in her hands.
Boltjaw, we also don't know if Boltjaw is alive.
That's, I mean, we don't know if any of them's alive, really.
It's a gamble either way.
Last we heard from Boltjaw, he was off to go deal with Vilegut, whatever his name was.
Bilegut.
Your biogut.
Which means he may very well not even be at the keep.
You do have a point.
I think anyone who's at the keep, maybe the soldiers that you teleported back the first time, Gracelyn.
Hell, one of the pages would work for this. They got hide holes everywhere. If there was a slaughter, they probably, at least one of them probably avoided it.
At the very least one.
Hello, sir, it's all terrible! Everybody's fucking dead!
How are you alive if you're yelling that loud? How have they not found you? Are they all deaf?
Yes!
How did that happen?
A big explosion!
She did put raspberry
Anyway.
drink in there.
So yeah, oh, can you hand me the funnel and oil behind you, Matt?
I see.
What? With an E.
So yeah, either Boltjaw, Boltjaw or Grayson seems like the best ideas.
Why not?
What do you think?
Why not Lady Kadra?
She went with Boltjaw.
That's true.
Pyra uses the scroll of sending she has to contact Eliana, and this is what she tells her.
Oh, okay.
You see the scroll in Pyra's hands begin to burn at the edges, and then the fire consumes all of it, and it incinerates completely, and you feel a rush of magic leave her.
Well, I guess it answers our question for who's going to be sending.
I used the
Do you
scroll.
have this information?
What?
This middle line. Were you ever told about that?
She's the one who gave it to them.
Oh yeah, you are. I think.
When we were talking with Zevran.
No. This piece of information in the middle. Do you have this information?
Yes.
Okay.
We all have that information.
What information?
No, you don't. Quarra doesn't, and so do others, not have that information.
We told the whole party. And even if we didn't tell the whole party, it was for sure Cassandra and Pyra talking about that, about their suspicions of him.
Oh, of G-Man? Gotcha. Yeah, I know about
If
that.
it's about
And
Griggs,
I can guarantee you she also knows.
yeah, Quarra definitely knows. What do you?
She's burning
That's
it.
bold.
That is bold.
Can you give
Get
me
it?
that?
Blow it out! Blow it out!
Pull it out.
Just put it in the ashtray.
Yeah, I was gonna get the ashtray.
I'm trying to look for it.
Jesus
It's over
Christ.
there.
Oh, there it is.
Let's hope that one doesn't end up actually.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just cover it with like your folder. Just use your
Here,
folder.
hand me the ashtray and a match.
Yeah, no problem. Here's this.
Oh man, the smell of burning things reminds me. We need to talk about Halloween Horror Nights after this.
The smell of burning things, man.
Halloween Horror Nights likes to burn stuff.
That's
Hey.
true.
That might set off the fire alarm.
Yeah, I think it will. That smokes.
Yeah,
Heavy.
that's smoky.
Smoky boy.
Paper smoky. I'm assuming the fact that you just burned the paper means I don't get a response from her.
No, you will in a second.
Oh, okay.
She's just doing something dramatic. This is
Okay.
cool.
I just have a bit of dramatic flair that I'd like to participate in.
Okay.
We
Makes
we
sense.
should get flash paper for that then.
Yeah.
I'd order some flash paper. That's fucking awesome.
I agree with that.
I guess it would have made more sense if I had given you the response first.
Yeah. Would have made me worry less, personally.
Oh, that's absolutely
Oh.
gonna set off the fire alarm.
Yeah, we are fire alarm bound.
Nah, it's good.
Just put it-
4. I'm gonna count it down for everybody. All right. 12, 11, 10,
No, I think we're
9,
good.
8,
I think we're good.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You really committed to that.
You really did.
You went all the way from 12 down to 1 was how hard you committed. Never once did it occur to you like, alright, maybe not. This isn't worth committing to.
Dramatic effect.
I'm gonna say whenever sending is cast, it is like a scroll that burns.
Just move your book
I
away
just
from that one
did
there.
it that way for Pyra because I theme everything she casts around fire somehow.
Well, this is completely valid then. It just did burns up. Sorry, I'm waiting for this to go out. I'm sorry.
We're just waiting for paper to dissipate.
We had a deep session last time, so it's okay if we have a dumb one now.
Yes.
Just get a little
Yeah.
water and pour it in there.
No, that's not fun.
What?
This is the pyromancer's sending, not the fucking aquamancer's bitching.
Is bitching a spell you can cast? Is that what a bard does
It's
when they
vicious
use hideous mockery?
Asa will remember that.
Who?
You were just a kineticist, though. You weren't specifically water themed, were you?
Well, she was very water themed. Water.
Oh.
She was.
I thought you just were elemental.
I
Oh
need
yeah,
I need
but
a
like she was
match.
focusing a lot on water and was going to be a blood,
Please,
like
please
a.
hand me that.
Oh yeah, a blood kineticist.
So because
Yeah.
I leveled, I can get new spells. I could do a divination.
If you'd like.
What would be better to find out?
The
Are
direction
you
we
sure
need.
that you want to use the new spell you're about to learn for divination?
Yeah, you got a point.
There might be better like spells on the list for you, especially considering you get fewer than she does.
Oh, actually, there is a spell I can. What level is divination?
4th.
You just got another 4th level spell?
Yeah.
Is that
I
as
got-
far as you've gotten on spell progression, or do you have a 5th?
No, I've got 2 4ths.
So what does Grace? So what does Eliana respond with? I'm very curious.
Yeah, I've got 2 4s, 4 3rds, 5 2, 6 1.
Do you
5,
pull
0.
from the cleric spell list?
Yeah.
I know what you're gonna get when you get 5th level spells.
Yeah?
It's a spell called Righteous Might.
Yeah.
Didn't even need to hear the explanation. It was like, yeah, I know.
So, you get a response back. I guess in the time that was burning, I could have written one.
Did
I need a card.
I got you. Do you have a pencil over there?
Yes.
Okay. That's
You're
the
not gonna
story.
burn this one, okay?
No, this one doesn't burn.
Your
And
hand's okay, right, Cora?
Oh,
yeah,
my
we
arm?
recommended
Yeah.
that.
She doesn't
Yeah.
have.
Okay.
Oh, did you?
I retouched it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like, is the arm
It's mended.
fixed?
Yeah, we
okay.
mended it. Also,
Did you
I
fix
mended the
my-
book. I mended the gun.
Okay.
Dum, bum, bum. You forgot what I wrote, didn't
Oh
you?
my fucking lord, Amy!
I don't know what to say other than this is our DM.
This is an hour and 30 minutes in and we've done nothing!
I'm sorry.
I'll message it to you.
It's okay.
Do you remember it?
I'm just gonna write big booty bitches on this card. Oh wait,
Given what
I can
Eliana's-
just discord it to you.
Given what Eliana's occupation is, that's actually valid.
It was. I don't think she is anymore.
I mean,
Oops.
you never know. People need stress relief during times of trying.
Well, that's a spell that's
Yeah,
the
I don't
opposite
care
of
on
what
that.
Type
we
it
need.
to me.
That's very true.
Go ahead and type it.
There's a 4th level spell that is the very opposite of what we need.
What's that?
Rest Eternal. Dead creature cannot be revived.
Actually, that might
That's
be
actually
useful
really
for you
good.
guys.
You know,
Anti-paladin shit in the party. Someone dies.
fuck you.
Someone they really didn't like.
No. You're not getting up.
No, just the cleric rushes over in the antipaladin. Like, no, please allow me. There we go.
He's not getting back up.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah. And he never will.
That's the point. He never will anymore.
Oh, hey, I can send him now.
Something I've been thinking
Yeah.
about lately too is if someone's waiting for a stall, like waiting on me to get out of a stall in a restroom, and I get out and I see them, I'm going to say to them, yeah, I warmed the seat up for you. Go ahead.
God.
I was keeping it warm for you.
Yeah, I warmed it up for you. Have fun. Go ass blasting, bucko.
That's horrific. That's horrific. I
What'd
don't
you
like
just
that.
do?
We're gonna have this conversation in character.
I mean, I
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, because Pyro's sitting there.
Piece of paper incinerates in Pyra's hand and blows away in the wind. Okay.
Well,
What?
I warned Eliana.
What?
I warned Eliana
Of what?
about the drow.
And what? How did she respond?
You
She
get a
hasn't yet.
you get a little like flaming envelope as Quarra says that.
No.
Not yet. Oh, well.
And it just kind of like unfolds itself, like the envelope was the paper. Like,
Oh, is that bad news?
awesome. Sounds like it's a great set.
What's happened?
Great
she
thing.
brushes it in her hand, and it falls to the ground as just embers. Nothing.
You do not get. No. What happened?
You
She's
sent us.
fine. They haven't gotten to her yet.
Well, what happened?
What happened?
Nothing happened yet.
Then why did? If nothing happened, then why would you crush the envelope? Do you really think nothing happened?
And I'm sorry,
Expect
they
a
haven't
solution.
gotten to her yet?
Her response didn't indicate that they had.
Who is they?
The drow caster, I'm gonna need you to keep up.
I'm gonna need to get past you.
We're not in a situation where we should keep secrets from each other, no matter how small they are.
We can't really afford to be vague.
I also don't think we're in a situation where you need to know 100% of my business, Cassandra. Eliana's fine, and that's all that concerns you.
Your business. I'm asking about the rest of the keep.
She didn't say anything about the rest of the keep, so don't worry about it.
Drollish begins moving in the direction of east.
Fine.
Are you alright, guys?
You know, if you wanted to get your act together, you could at least grow up about sometimes too about this shit.
Keep your secrets.
Now's not the time for bickering. We need to go.
To be fair, east wasn't really a concrete direction either.
No, but I mean, it's better than what we have now.
That's all we have at the moment. Now keep.
That's all we have.
Can't you teleport? You want them for teleports prepared today?
What level
Oh,
is
I do.
teleport?
Oh, I do.
What level's teleport?
You could just teleport us away from here and back to the keep.
Yes.
Oh.
I could actually bring the lot of you. I can actually teleport, but I'd only be able to bring some of you.
How many would you have to leave behind?
And I see the expression on your face, Pyro. We just crossed out of the shield.
That's not what I'm laughing about. Don't mind me. Just keep me in tow and I'll throw fireballs when you need me to. Because despite the fact that I've been here for 10 months, as long as any of you, longer than him, you still seem to think you're better than me.
We don't think we're better than you. We give a shit about the people at the keep.
But she didn't say anything about the people at the keep, so if you can't take me on my word for that, then what does anything I say matter? Do you want to know what she said? You want to know word for word what she said? Do you want to know? Do you really? Because
No.
there are certain things that are too painful to share, Cassandra.
No, you don't have to.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I get it. I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you exactly what she told me. She said, all you managed to do is ruin my life. I hope you die wherever you are. Good riddance. So there.
I'm very sorry to hear that. Now that that's cleared up, are we done? That doesn't make sense.
So again, how many people can you teleport? Like total?
Moment, please.
Alright. Trollish was very close to cracking a joke.
What did you send her?
I told her Drow would come for her, and they know her name. So I told her to seek refuge at Sunstone Keep, and not to trust Grix. And I said I was sorry for all of this.
Still only myself and 3 other people.
Total?
Yes.
You can only cast it once?
I can cast it twice, but I need to get back here.
why waste time traveling? Like, why not just sit where it's safe?
Because we need to chart out this path. We need to find out where the rest of, if the map that my brother gave me is good information. Because if we can make a link back to Arkbridge.
This could be. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't.
This could take days, weeks, months. We could be going in the wrong direction entirely. If we're stuck down here for much longer, the keep could come under siege, and we would come home to nothing.
And actually, this could be the beginning of the link. And then we teleport back to the keep.
Oh, thanks.
This is, if we're outside of the range, we can just teleport away. And remember this specific area. Get it in your head.
I'll draw it.
None of you need to do that. And she puts her lantern on the ground and she says a few magic words and a ghostly apparition of her lantern goes up into the air as she casts Guiding Star, and now this place is marked for a long time, so it's counted as very familiar for me in terms of teleporting.
How long does that last?
Day per caster level.
So 11 days?
At the very least, it still might be a good idea to try and get the captain home, since he has the other ring that Cassandra has. We could talk to the keep.
Yeah.
I still think it'd
I'm
be.
sorry.
If you took me and Blasco back,
You could take one other.
well, who else? Why bother? At that point, you know when you're in danger. You're only a day away at that point. At that point, you might as well go and find your friend.
That's true. Well, and I don't want to risk the rest of you being at harm. And with that, she turns to Galahad, who I imagine has been quiet this whole time. Galahad, if you'd like, I can take you home too. I don't want you to be in a situation you don't want to be in.
What would the point in me staying here be?
To be perfectly honest.
You've had her around longer than me, and you infantilize her. And despite that, she's a one-of-a-kind pyromancer. You've come back from the dead now 3 times, and she gestures towards Drolish. What am I gonna do?
I asked you to come with me last time because I was sick with worry about losing you again.
You can't keep her safe, and she was the toughest among you. She's the best shot you've got. And he literally walks around moving like a mountain. What are you gonna do? What am I gonna do here? I'm one blind, crippled child. And what's for me if I go back there? I go back home to the keep and then I just wait for your enemies to show up and slaughter us all, if for no other reason than to spite your faces?
It gives you the chance to leave that you wanted.
All I want right now is for you to be out of harm's way.
Well, you have failed at that stupendously.
I know. I
scarcely believe I'm safer on the surface right now.
I'll give you a couple minutes to think. Pyro, I'm sorry. There's a lot.
I'm sorry as well. It's just a very stressful time.
I shouldn't snap at you. Not after you saved my life. Not after you tied us together forever. You're my friend.
You're my
friend.
sister. And that's never going to change.
Oh, that's how you're still here. I was kind of wondering about that one.
Well, shit.
What'd you do?
Fucking blow a check is what I did.
What were you trying to do?
I mean, I was trying to see whether that was like a falsified response that I got.
What do you roll?
A 6.
Seems like the truth to you.
Yeah, I know it does.
Get fucked, I guess.
I don't even have a rank in sense motive.
I'd
so
like to point out.
I didn't know that.
I'd like to point out Cassandra does not fully buy what Ileana sent Pyra.
Oh, right. That's
Like,
right.
she's just like, that doesn't sound right, especially with how she interacted with the doppelganger under the assumption that it was the normal Pyra. Am I allowed to roll sense motive for that? Or no?
You didn't receive the response.
Yeah,
I didn't receive the response, but you told me. You
Yeah, but
said
all
it
you
out
got was
loud.
Pyra's secondhand account of it. You
I don't-
couldn't hear anything about it.
I don't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
You said you said word for word.
Yeah.
You can maintain Cassandra's belief that it's not true, but other than that, sense motive wouldn't do anything for you.
There are two critical pieces of information you don't have that Pyra would have, which is sending is you receive a message in your head in the voice of the person who
Like
sent
the
it to you.
manifestation of the paper was like for show. She heard
Gotcha.
Eliana's voice in her head.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is that, like, as the spellcaster of the spell, you would receive some ability to know whether or not somebody had interfered with your spell magically.
Okay.
That was why I thought it might be a spellcraft roll, and I was like, I'm good at those. And you said sense motive. I was like, well, yes, this is an L I'm taking.
Well,
But Pyra doesn't, now that she's had that little blow up, seem phased at all by what you guys had said. The crown's not in her hands anymore.
she's not. Is she wearing it?
Yeah, she is.
Fair.
Does that do anything?
Not at the moment.
Alright, no.
Did you clean that thing before you put it on your head? It was on a dead man.
Yeah, honestly.
Dusted it off.
Dust and dead skin cells are very different. Well, actually, no, they aren't.
It was
Dead
on,
hair is though.
it was on top of a rotting corpse.
Well, it wasn't on top
Well,
of it. It was in a bag that was taken off of a
but it
rotting-
was on top previously.
Yes,
So there's
semantics.
still-
it was
there's
still,
still
on
probably
the,
some
it was still
residue
on the
left.
dead head. It's just
I haven't got soap, guys.
Fire
But what
cleanses
makes-
things, doesn't it?
I mean,
Take me back to the keep.
Are you certain?
I'm I'm positive that he wants to leave, and we should let him if he chooses. He's his own person.
I'm going to implore you one thing. At least stay long enough so that I can return your sight in your flight. You should have the best chance.
Sitting around, I might not live long enough for that to happen.
With with having the captain having a link to us, if the keep comes under attack, we'll be back in seconds.
You'll be back in seconds, provided that day you have prepared teleport.
And
Enough of them.
And I will.
Every day between now and your return, you will have nothing but teleport prepared.
All I need is 4. It means that the rest of you. It means that the people I care most about live. Why wouldn't I?
Fine.
All right. We'll be back soon.
Captain, before you leave, make sure Erna goes under intermittent fasting for me. He's fat.
I will reduce his daily caloric intake for as long as I am at the keep.
Thank you. Oh, and
I'd imagine he's become the size of a bed now.
You know, I can bring Erna back.
that also works. Give him some fucking exercise.
Right.
Also, keep an eye on Grix.
Erna's trip currently is just biting onto them and then dead weighting, and they just fall with them.
gives him like a feline suplex.
If Erno were an alligator, they would death spiral above land, and it would just be a really sad like.
Flopping about. I don't really think it'd be a good idea to bring the cat all this way. We've encountered some dangerous things, and we're likely to encounter more. And when was the last time he was even out for a run?
We're gonna roll over.
I mean,
Stop rolling.
We've
Stop
only
rolling.
been
Stop.
gone. We've only been gone for 2 weeks, if that. I take him out every day. He's just a lazy fuckface.
We've been gone for
Roll
specifically
over. No,
5
stop.
days.
And not even a full week.
I've been counting every minute.
And he's
I would
and I
hope
take
so.
him out every day.
Romancer.
He just likes to lay in my bed.
That's what I do.
You take him out daily, and still he is fat.
What can I do about that? Maybe he has a slow metabolism.
Been a while
And-
since
and-
he's had a good mauling, Caster. What can he say?
In any case, I need an answer. Back or no?
Yes. Give him back. Take him back. Or, yes. Bring him back.
Go on, Matt. Give me 5
Yeah,
minutes.
take the bring cat take back. Bring cat.
Galahad, Captain, Boskowitz.
Just banish the cat.
Link hands.
He's no longer needed.
Galahad does so.
And I cast teleport. So I'm teleporting to the war room.
We have already established it is extremely loud, so it echoes through the caves.
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't be a terrible. Well, they're gone. I don't think it'd be a terrible idea though, for us to go.
Jesus Christ. High rolls today on my D100, but it's a good thing I'm going to somewhere I'm very familiar with.
So what does that mean?
That means I'm on target.
If we show them a way out of the bubble, and then we send them a link to somewhere back at home, we
Damn
do
it,
it.
I wish it was around right now.
We do exactly what we were set out to do for them. Find them a way out of drow territory.
I suppose that's true.
Didn't they say they already knew how to get out? They just kind of can't?
No,
No.
they said they had no way of getting out.
Thank you.
And we're currently finding that path. Well, that's what we set out to do and find Jackal.
I remember someone saying something about they have a way to get out, it's just they probably shouldn't bother because they're linked to the city, and if
Well-
they're away from it too long, they die.
Well, yes, the several thousand-year-old beings are, but the normal civilians probably not.
Why can't the 1,000-year-olders just get everyone else out?
Because if they would have
I
been
meant-
able to, they would have done it by now.
Roll a perception check.
Me?
I mean, that,
Why would
Okay.
they sit here and not get out when they could?
They said it themselves, because they're the last bastion of the remnant of the Union. The real remnant of the Union.
Exactly. So take whatever notes they have and give it to the rest of the people. And if they knew a way to get out, they would have done that by now. Why would they sit here helpless, under siege, all the time for thousands of years, if they had a way to get out of here?
Because they're stubborn and they want to hold the city. They literally said that.
So
But
Quarra,
why would they put us on this partial quest?
you
Hell if I know,
Guys.
wizards are crazy.
you appear
You have a point.
guys.
you appear in the war room.
Okay.
You have Galahad and the captain and Blasco in tow. You look around, there's the smell of post-spell casting like ozone, as the air is ionized. And as that smell dissipates, you notice that the war room is just ever so slightly different. At first you can't place your finger on it, but then it comes to you. You look up. It looks like somebody's recently replaced the chandelier.
Assholes.
How does it look now?
It's just a simple like chandelier where it's got a couple of layers with like candles and stuff in it. The previous one was something like that held torches in it.
Oh, so it's better.
Drow architecture.
Everyone, stay close. I'm going to have a look around.
Why? We're home.
Because just a feeling. Things feel a little different, and that chandelier is different up there. Small detail, but I don't want to leave until I'm sure. I'm going to. Quarra exits the room, and she's going to look around.
Okay. The keep appears to be in order, though you don't find anybody.
Paige?
No response.
No, that's
Oh,
already,
man.
That's already suspicious.
Oh shit.
Well, usually the pigs are come
The
around.
entirety of Allhome is dead.
Oh whoops.
Allhome and Galewind,
Yep.
both the populations are outside the keep.
The buildings are fine. The structure's fine. Everyone else, not so much.
Gracelyn? Quarra runs to her room.
Your room is... roll another perception check.
That's an 11, but I rolled a 20.
What is that total?
That's going to be a 30. That's going to be a 33.
Is that your force outcome for the day?
Yes.
Well,
Your room would appear to be spare for the parts that, Gracelyn has, because it is also her room, as you left it. Or so you think. You begin looking at the labels on the tomes you have on your bookshelf, and it becomes evident that... What languages do you know?
A number.
I know Common, Undercommon, Elvish, Orcish, and Draconic.
You can't read them.
Okay.
They are in a script which is similar to Elvish, but you cannot read them.
Can I make a linguistics roll to try and find out what that is?
Sure.
I don't like how that fell.
sounds like a magic trick.
And ta-da! It's gone. And you hear very faint.
And ta-da! Natural one. 25.
It's gone. It's gone.
Alright.
You thought of the same thing I did.
Yeah.
The language in question appears to be Sylvan.
Oh, damn.
Oh, why?
Too bad Pyro's not there.
Surprise! We're actually in the Feywilds.
This isn't real. None of this is real.
What?
We found one giant mimic.
We are actually in
It's a giant-
Feywilds. We actually used plane shift on accident.
Quarra's going.
It's as real as you want it to be, and Gracelyn is behind you in the doorway.
Oh, that's weird.
What do you? What?
What?
It's as real as you want it to be. I don't feel like it's that complicated.
Where were you before?
Around.
Suspicious ass fucking bitch. I don't trust like that.
I don't trust. I don't trust like that.
Hey Quarra, why are you so bound to another woman now? It was only one night.
It wasn't even a night, it was like 5 seconds.
No, it was a full night. It was a full
Stop! Stop it!
But no, This isn't how any of this should be. This isn't our room. This isn't that. I need to get back to Galahad and everyone else.
This is your room, though.
Those are not my books, and you.
They belong to you.
Pardon?
They belong to you. They are yours. This room is yours, and so are the books upon that shelf.
You sound like you're offering me something.
I'm not offering you anything. I am simply stating the fact. The room and the books contained within are yours.
Taking you not.
Yes, please stop.
Sorry, I wasn't actually meaning to do that. Is she blocking the doorway?
Yes.
Power stance.
Quarra attempts to walk past.
You've spent so long away from rest and comfort, you wouldn't want to spend any time here?
I don't know who I'm speaking to right now, but I don't appreciate the form that you're taking.
You're speaking to Graceland.
No, I'm not. Quarra attempts to find a window.
There's no window in your room.
I know there's no window in my room. Is she just not letting me by?
Yeah, she's not gonna let you by. She's gonna stand in the doorway and you're gonna have to engage, like, physically to move her.
What if it's actually her? Who knows?
I'm gonna roll a spellcraft check to see if I can't determine what manner of space I am in at this moment.
Knowledge Arcana might be better for it.
Actually, yeah. This was spellcraft or knowledge arcana.
I don't care.
Hell, knowledge flames even.
I am so glad that those are one skill.
Me too.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Paizo.
Sponsored by Paizo.
Well, either way, it's a 33.
So you're asking what type of space this is?
Yes.
This is all an incredibly elaborate illusion. It feels real, it smells real, it looks real, it tastes real, it sounds real, but it is an illusion.
What about her?
The person in front of you,
Yeah.
they are also overwhelmingly giving off illusion magics.
Quarra, like, she hadn't done it yet. She takes out of her bag her true side eye and she puts it into her head.
Now, before you put that in, the Graceland in front of you says, "No. Would you really spoil a good thing? There's a warm bed in front of you. Everything can go back to the way it was. Everything can be over and you can be comfortable."
This is giving me strong, like, Love, Death, and Robots vibes. That
I haven't
one.
seen it yet.
It's so good.
Say
It's
anything.
so, it's so good.
She holds it in her hand and she just, her hand is quivering. No.
All you would need to do is put your name to this.
No.
Are you sure?
I have worked too hard.
You
I-
have worked and earned a rest.
But my task isn't over yet.
But you have done enough.
No, I haven't. It's not over until it's not over until it's over. It's not over until we're all safe. Not just me.
You are safe here. So is your child.
This is a lie. I would rather take a painful truth than a comfortable lie.
That's a sweet sentiment.
She puts the eye in her head.
Okay. Well,
So you die instantly.
I'll
So
tell
you're
you-
back in the
The
temple.
walls are meat.
Oh no.
So, while that's happening, you guys notice that it is taking a bit for Quarra to come back.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Wasn't-
like when it,
Wasn't Quarra supposed to be here a while? Like, actually, she's been away for quite a while.
yes, she
Wow.
has. Something's happened.
Something's most definitely happened.
Something always happens.
Why wouldn't it?
No, yeah.
I have no way of communicating with Quarra through the soul bond. we
Cass
have,
is
do
gonna
I?
try and speak to the captain.
Oh, good call.
You cannot contact the captain.
Can't contact the captain. That's not good.
Do you have any sort of teleportation?
Absolutely not.
None of us
Excellent.
have. Only Cora is the one with that capability.
Of course you would.
Is that a no, Amy?
What did you ask?
If I have any means of like communicating with Quarra through the soul bond we have.
Or if it's like the kind of connection she had with Drollish where she can get this
If it's like
Gen-
empathic.
general sense of Quarra's emotions.
Quarra is afraid.
This isn't good.
What?
Something's gone wrong. Quarra's scared.
You feel her emotion.
No, I bet you don't remember what that's like.
I do.
Hell.
Very interesting.
She's afraid. We have no way of getting out of here to her.
Something's going wrong at the keep. We split up for 5 fucking seconds.
So, do we continue to rest here?
We have no choice. This is exactly where Quarra will reappear once she does.
I suppose
If we go off on our own, Quarra won't know where to find us when she comes back.
I suppose that's true.
If she comes back.
Yeah, I suppose that's
She will. I know she will.
I feel so strange also.
Is that so drollish?
Yes, more than just my appearance, Cass, unfortunately.
Why, that seems to be a common theme with you.
Don't remind me. Fate seems to hate me.
I think fate likes to play cruel jokes on you.
I suppose that's true.
Not
But-
that we're tied to the threads of fate anymore anyway.
Well, I think that's why it decides to have its fun. But my sense of hatred is gone. Completely.
Maybe it has to do with you not having the connections that, well, you still have them, but you don't have to pursue them anymore. You're not tied down with them. You can move freely.
You can move your body freely.
Ty, your faces were like, you have such great expressions.
I mean, I suppose that's true, but I also mean, I've learned from a very young age by a man that I honestly don't wish to name. He taught me, growing up, how to harness my emotions to fuel my power and my body. He taught, and since I was 8 years old, that's how I functioned. I've always had a box of emotions that I would let seep whenever I would find myself in trouble in some fashion. Now, that is completely gone.
Hold your hands out. Are they shaking?
No?
It seems your link to that thing has been extinguished, broken.
That or it could be a side effect of, being young again.
That is also a very...
Well,
strong
also, it wasn't
possibility.
old age. It was swords going through my arms.
I know you're going to take exception to the thing that I want to use as an example, but it is the best example I have of what it is you are looking at.
It's a
Yeah?
cat wheel.
Is it that one visual novel?
No.
Okay.
Visual
Well, you do
novel.
also have an entirely new body. You don't have any scars.
Yeah?
Any
Cyanide.
damage your old body had was
No, it's
burned
definitely
away.
not that.
Rather literally, in fact.
That's very true. It's weird.
I'd imagine. You're literally a walking miracle now, Drolish. You realize this.
She's been a walking miracle since she ate a kudzu heart.
I still have no idea how the hell that didn't kill you.
I'm honestly surprised also. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, I'll be real, Drolish. Well, since we're waiting around, we've got time for this kind of conversation. How did you make it to 50?
Most orcs don't make it past 30.
That still makes...
I'm aware.
That the question still stands. How did you make it? I think that just is a testament to her combat ability and her tactics.
Damn stubbornness.
And,
That is also part of it.
and a lot of luck.
Such as with anything.
It's amazing you guys even convinced my husband to stay his blade. Well, ex-husband.
We're very impressionable.
It
I
took a
don't
lot.
think that means what you think it means.
No,
I haven't looked at the dictionary in quite a while.
fair,
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
no, that's not the case. You just gave him an idea of either I die in that temple and I'm executed anyway, or a problem he's been dealing with for who knows how many years would be dealt with. Win-win for him.
Looks like you got the second option, and then you died anyway. So
Yeah.
you can go back to your hometown.
So after that sentence ends, our perspective cuts back to Quarra. You can check your phones for the Aeva chat to see what it is that Quarra sees standing in the doorway.
Okay. It's probably horrifying.
Oh, good God! I know exactly what that's from.
Hey,
So,
I don't.
all right, so
You
it's
shouldn't.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's horrifying.
That's.
How the fuck do you know, Matt?
I read it.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
hold on.
that.
So actually,
Yeah.
a quick aside, because I need to ask you as another artist, right?
Okay.
Like, so all of the everything that goes on in that comic aside, two things. One, I genuinely feel like it is one of the best pieces of Eldritch horror writing in recent memory, by
yes.
far. And secondly,
Yes.
holy shit, I would kill to have in Case's talent.
The art in that is...
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
It is.
It's amazing.
Why are you reading it though, Matt?
Well, I was curious, and you mentioned it having several interesting designs.
He's an artist. He got curious.
Yeah.
Can you blame the guy?
It's
I mean, I have no issue with porn. I just don't get anything.
And now
from
it's
it.
out there.
And now it's
I knew it was as soon as Tat said you shouldn't. I was like, oh, it's porn, of course.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, like
so back to it
Back,
anyway.
back to it. I'm
So-
sorry, Quarra.
Standing in the doorway
You're
is
fucked.
this woman, though it's not like flesh over her face. She's wearing just a mask with nothing on it. The rest of it is all the same. And the illusion becomes ever so slightly translucent, and you are just in what appears to be like a colossal, gargantuan, like prehistory forest that is perpetually like in the dark, basically. There are no stars in the sky. There's no moons in the sky.
How big are the trees?
They're big. They're tree-sized and then bigger and smaller.
Are they like gargantuan?
I mean, there are like great
It's not
sequoias.
the trees from the plane that we went to.
what about Leona's plan?
It's not the trees from Leona's plane.
Alright. That's like...
Hey, that's Leona. She's actually kind of evil.
That'd be weird.
Quarra puts her hand on her, she backs up a couple paces, legitimately taken aback, and her hand falls to her sword reflexively. What are you?
Hey, just a quick aside, kid. This is really bad.
Yeah, I noticed, Koss.
Hey,
Here's like Captain voice.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm glad you knew who that was.
I suppose you may call me comfortable.
Oh.
What may I call you?
Clarine.
Well, Clyrene, do you not want for pleasure? Do you not want for comfort? What more could I provide you that you may ask for? I will give it freely.
I would like very much to see my son. And I would like for you to move.
What would you give for me to move? Are you going to leave?
That isn't giving shit freely. So I'll point that shit out. Fucking bitch.
You just said you would give anything freely.
I would give anything for your name freely.
You know I'm not really locked in this room, right?
I am not a fool, and I know you aren't one either, which is a shame, but makes it all the sweeter. You were smart enough to know, and had been directly told, that there was a very good reason the people in Arkbridge could not leave.
Oh. It's not just...
They needed a physical path out of the Underdark. Because just leaving and trying to teleport away, well, that's when you find yourselves in my comfort, my home.
It's the real Aelin. I like that prospect.
Shit.
Goddess of love is actually evil. Yeah, she leads the fucking Drow Empire, apparently.
Her name just happens to be.
You don't work for the Drow
She
Empire,
literally
do you?
claims to be the
No,
goddess.
no, I do
I know,
not.
but doesn't mean she is.
That's why I said apparently.
If we're having this conversation and continuing to be civil, then... And she does crack her neck.
Then I suppose we're gonna.
She cracks hers, and it is several more pops than it should.
Lovely.
She has 7 vertebrae just in her neck.
Then why don't... Then how about, so long as we are talking, how about you tell me why you've taken such an interest in the people of Arkbridge?
It's not the people of Arkbridge, it's just in general that they're easy prey. They may live in a utopia, but I can provide them so much more. It's easy to take people from here, you see. Drow, humans, dwarves, anyone who finds their way in or around this place. I don't necessarily prey specifically on the citizens of that city. It is all whom stalk these tunnels, many who try to leave the Underdark, you see. They fall into my domain.
We were not in the Underdark.
But you were. You see, that car alarm is great.
She's like, man, fucking neighbors suck in this neighborhood.
I'm just gonna wait on that for like another couple seconds. Great.
We were just audience to a carjacking and did nothing, by the way.
Whatever.
We're gonna go out and Matt's car is gonna be gone.
Yeah, my car's that way, not that way.
It sounded like it was coming
It sounded
from
like
that
it was
way
coming
for
from
me.
that way.
Yeah, it sounded that way to me too.
Doesn't sound close enough.
Matt's going to check on his car!
We were bystanders, guys. We're the problem.
Honestly, I don't think anything happened because we would have heard the belt.
That's true.
Oh, you know
actually.
what? That's true.
Yeah, no, it's out there.
We would have heard the belt.
The belt hasn't actually been acting up lately.
Oh, okay.
Striking.
That means you don't have your anti-theft device anymore, Matt.
Wait,
You
hang
should
on.
get
So
your belt looked
it's
at.
still out there, right?
Yes, it's
Holy shit, Gizmo was in there.
Yeah, don't close the door, let him be. So,
I don't close the door. I'm just standing in this doorway for a while.
back to that though.
Back to
Back-
Quarra.
Back
and
to
her-
Abomination.
And her shit.
Back to fuck bitch.
There is a large shield that covers the city, and every once in a while they venture out of it, and sometimes they find themselves in my comforts. This place is, I would say, I think, unique. The veil is thin here, and I am able to reach freely.
We're on another plane of existence then at this moment.
You are on a plane of existence that wasn't the prime material before you came here. In terms that I think your intellectual mind would understand, there is a Venn diagram where rather a lot overlaps at this pivotal point. It is part of why the magics there are so strong.
Reality's thin.
Yes. And so myself and those like me take advantage of it.
How many people have you trapped here?
Trapped is a very strong word.
How many people are there not enjoying your comforts, to use your vernacular?
Rather a lot. I have received no complaints thus far.
Guess you're not gonna have a 5-star rating anymore, bitch.
1 star from Q Omri.
Q on me. Q on me.
I'm not gonna use
From
my full
Kami.
name.
I know.
Kami.
She's Kiwami, Kami.
Yeah.
I know what this fucking means.
God.
What does this mean, Todd?
What does it mean, huh?
Out of character, I do. In character, Pyra needs to figure it out.
I'm gonna send you a message because I want to know.
I'll just tell you what I think it means.
Alright.
Okay.
But,
He's gonna tell her in
Right,
chat.
Yeah. Damn it. So.
We don't get in on the action.
I don't ask for any coin, I don't ask for any pain, I don't put anyone through any duress, I don't ask them to work hard.
You would simply ask me and my son and my 2 friends that I've left across the room to sit here and forget, to sit here and shirk till he's about to chase all of our earthly desires.
All I'm asking for, really, is your name.
I gave you mine already. And I must say, though your offer tempting, I must decline.
Shit. What
What
did
was
you
that?
just knock over?
I just picked this up in the folders that were held in place by it. Fell over.
There we go.
Jesus, Matt!
I
You're
thought
such
you,
a stupid bitch!
I thought you had done something much more dire, like straight up broken that fucking thing.
Yeah, if you broke that, I would have cried.
The sound was like close to something snapping off of that.
No, it was just
in
the
my mind.
Yu-Gi-Oh folder that fell.
Okay.
It's time to duel! I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm!
I have
But
But
completed
I'm
my
already
response.
there! Ah!
I'm glad that didn't break.
Yeah.
I might have witnessed the death of a Matthew.
A game theory?
You know what the worst part was? Before I read the next sentence, my brain was
I know,
already saying
That's why
that.
I included it. Our brain cells bouncing on a full rhythm. We're good.
It's Pong.
It's Pong, yeah.
You see, you're player 1, you're player 2, and the one brain cell is just...
We're tied right now. It's good.
So he
Driving
figured
on
it
the
out?
same
Huh?
smooth
He figured it out?
frequency.
No, he just put stuff there that was cool.
I'm very curious now.
Yeah, and she, of course, says, I must decline.
But will the others? Can you trust that they have?
She snaps her fingers, and I'm going to cast a dimension door and go, because Quarra knows how many feet it is between her room and the war room, like exactly that many feet.
Alright. You are back in the war room as previously described. It is empty.
Shit.
What would you like in exchange for these people? Or rather, what can you give me?
Oh, I know.
Welcome to Faye 101. That'll be $500.
I believe I made my answer clear.
You will give nothing for your child?
What's he getting into? I'll look at it.
Shit.
Do you not think that they would be comfortable living without troubles for the rest of their days? Let me show you something. And she, like, holds out her hand, and it projects an illusion, which your eye can tell is actually a projection from somewhere else,
Yeah.
of a similar conversation taking place in a separate room that is identical to yours.
He went to go try and find me. Can I tell what's being said?
They're having a conversation much like the one you're having.
Everything's all clear in there. I didn't see anything knocked over.
Can you trust that they will say no? And what if you do? What if you all say no? Where are you going to go? And she smiles, and this is the first time that it becomes obvious to you that her teeth are like, you know those deep sea anglerfish that just have like jagged needle teeth all the way through?
Pennywise teeth.
It's like that.
Oh, you haven't seen the fucking It remake.
I mean, I just don't like it in general.
Skeeves you out?
No, I
No,
just
like, don't enjoy the...
I just don't think the content
Property.
is for me.
Pennywise has got anglerfish
I
teeth.
trust that he's smart enough to know better.
That is a lot of trust.
He's done everything to earn it.
How are you going to leave even if they do say no?
I've always figured things out.
Thought I'd try shooting my way out. Mix things up a bit.
This is a very bad time to say, guys. I don't have fucking mind shit prepared.
Teleport will get you out of here. It only brings things in.
3 hours pass. Quarra is still not back.
Is Quarra still scared?
You
Yes.
signal bad.
You like if you can get a to get a sense of Quarra's emotional state at the moment. She's scared and like there's this sense of anticipation and like she's trying very hard to figure out the solution to a problem.
She's scared and puzzled.
How's Quarra feeling now?
She is scared and puzzled.
Still plenty scared.
Hey, come on.
She's
She's trying to figure
We
something
should get a
out.
move on. Let's get going.
She's thinking hard.
Excuse.
What?
Did everyone hear that?
Nope, just
Yeah.
Caster.
What about Chuko?
I heard him just now. I think
Caster Strollish a look.
Caster pulls out the wither whack and
and
holds
just
it.
says,
Nobody else sees this sword still. Caster is looking at a blank cloth.
Cass repeats to Drolish. Mouthing at it like...
yeah, like that's what she literally just
Yeah.
go with it.
It's the fucking, like, when Richie walks in behind Ben and is like...
Yeah.
Juko?
Yeah, what are you waiting around for? There's work to do. And you like think back to when you guys were younger, like doing work in the order, you know, busting logs and that kind of stuff to keep everybody warm and fed and that kind of thing. Somebody is YouTube pooping your friend. That's basically what's happening.
So it seems. We have to wait for her. I'm not leaving another person behind.
A somewhat more grim memory of a much, you know, as you guys were older and by this point like doing actual work. Hey, come on, man. We can't bother just laying around in the dirt next to our friends. We gotta go. We can't save them all.
I won't leave another one behind! Cuts back to the present. I won't.
Welcome home, Robin.
Oh, thank you.
Yo, what's up, dog? What's the haps, Robin?
Shut up.
No, we're getting our way back to the 80s between that tape deck over there and everything else. Like,
Shut up.
What's wrong, G? Come on, man.
Holy shit.
what is the hippie haps, home slice?
Yeah, what's the hippie haps home slice? Like what's going on?
Jesus
Yo, I just got this new Walkman. You want to go bumping down the street?
This is a disaster right now.
Hey, yo, I put this mixtape together today. Let's go bust some beats.
And like, I'm just holding it. It's been hot.
God. Disaster room right now.
Y'all are the fucking worst.
And a hip, a hop, a hip, a hip, a hip.
God.
I am watching such a face of scorn.
How was it with the Longhorn, Robin?
The horn
Why
was
are we
okay. I'm in
friends?
there 10 hours.
What's up?
Had enough of the horn for the day.
The horn.
Yeah, the horn's a whack place to hang out.
I fucking Matt.
I still can't hear you, dog. Yeah, hold on, hit him with that good shit. Come on.
Horn is a whack place. Did you hear that?
I'm gonna suck the marrow out of your fingers, Matthew.
They're already gone, bro. From breakdancing.
Alright, so
Alright, enough.
after Caster says what he says, there is a deep bait.
Are you hungry?
I had some marzipan and a pair of sandwiches earlier, but I could go for another pair of sandwiches.
Sandwiches. No, I'm not making sandwiches. I was gonna make food.
Well, what is food in this
Ow.
case?
You should have heard the struggle of the sandwich making earlier.
What do you mean by food?
I feel like my lifestyle is under attack right now.
What are you making?
It's making food, Amy. What the
Shut the fuck up, Matt! I didn't ask you!
Food is going to be acquired.
Whoa! I don't understand what's going on with all this aggression.
It's like
but
the
I'm just
Mart.
trying to chill, bro.
It's like the Mart and Everybody Hates Chris, how they had like cookie in just the generic white package. She's just got food.
This bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers, and I was gonna make that and like some barbecue wraps and like so.
I can go for a barbecue wrap.
Anybody else hungry?
Can I have a
I
barbecue?
am-
I
I
would
am
very much
starving,
like
yes.
BBQ wraps, dog.
Yes, we're all hungry.
Please stop.
It's the usual order. Everyone at the table except me wants
Except
food.
you.
Yes.
Eat.
Yes.
Okay.
The jalapeno popper sounds delicious right now.
Hold on, wait.
Ty apparently only eats things which do not fall under the category of food according to you.
Well, I only eat once a day, so I come here having already eaten and then food is made.
When we have the Yuletide feast.
My metabolism is a
part of
strange
the
device.
So
It'll
anyways,
still be fire.
shut the fuck up about your mixtape, Matt. I swear to God.
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons, but that does not mean this is
I
the
guess we
80s.
could still be making an 80s joke. I mean, that was when it was big.
Yeah.
But
Anyways,
That's also
We're
when it was
moving on.
considered devilish.
This
There's
shit's
a-
harder than my mixtape. Okay,
Here, you can hit him with this.
you're about to be banished from this session.
I like
So-
this stuff.
You're going into timeout.
The
So-
Wayfinder explodes. Cassandra dies again.
So, Caster, as you are sitting in the middle of having this moment, deeper down the cave in the direction you have not traveled yet, and the direction which Drolish was about to travel, is this deep, bassy bellow. Just this heavy, like, groaning noise, which is obviously either echoing off the walls very heavily, or comes from something quite large indeed.
Do we all?
And we all hear that?
Yes.
Can I make some kind of roll to try and identify what might have made the scream, or is it too distorted by the caves?
You can roll badly disadvantaged, your nature skill.
It's.
I do, in fact, have that trained.
I'm really
Me, bro.
hoping it's not that worm that I found the tracks of, or a relative.
That'll be an 11.
Total?
Yeah.
No.
It noise.
Yeah.
It's loud.
Can I do that?
Do you have nature?
Hold on, let me actually do it. Oh shit, I don't anymore. Alright, never mind. Scratch that.
Well, we might not have to go through the trouble. It might come to us.
Yeah, and
It usually does.
Great.
that's.
Wasn't like I wanted a break or anything.
Nope. We're gonna have to deal with a worm.
Worms, huh?
Worms, ah.
Not only are we going to have to deal with the worm, we have to deal with it with just the four of us. We can
Eh.
do it.
That's not too complicated.
Last time we did. We did all right.
It gets louder, and you guys hear the sound of the cave shifting.
There it is. Everyone get ready. Come on.
All right. Come on, you big fucker.
Hold on, I need to check something.
Wait.
What?
If it's a worm of the size that would make a cave like this, it might not be interested in us at all. We can hide.
Well, where are we going to hide?
Where? Along the smooth walls of the cavern.
It's a worm. I can't see.
Dig a hole into the wall with the no shovels we have.
Do you have the ability to make a hole like Quarra?
No.
Did you? What did you just call him?
I said, do you have the ability to make a hole like Quarra?
Oh, okay.
How smooth are the walls actually?
I mean, they're heavily graded, but there's not like a large spot on the wall for you to be able to fit a whole person reasonably.
Not even a
that
dwarf?
it's gonna help if it's a worm, but on the off chance it's not a worm, Pyra's gonna cast Greater Invisibility.
Pyra
Just right, she
disappears.
doesn't use the ring to snap anymore, like to go invisible. You just see heat like shimmer off of her hand, and then it envelops her arm, and then all of her, and she's not there.
No,
Just fucking-
that's new.
Oh, that's a new one.
I just said that.
So,
I mean, she's still invisible. It's pretty on brand.
Just the way it's a reskin. It's a rebrand. It's a reboot.
make a perception check.
What's a reboot?
You there, Cassandra, make a perception check, or I'll remove the Matthew the person's testicles.
Joke's on you. They're already gone.
I'll revert you back to the state of being a fetus.
26.
26? Yeah. Okay, so through the visor and your perception, you see coming down from the eastward passage in this room is just a dark red wall which is moving towards you. And then the wall kind of splits into these two like crescent moon shapes, and behind it is just tons and tons and tons of white jagged teeth.
Yep, it's a worm. Being,
It's a worm.
being
Called it.
invisible means absolutely nothing.
Here's the other thing. It fills the cave side to side.
Oh shit!
Wow.
We gotta get out of the way.
We gotta.
It's worth noting the cave side to side is like 40 feet.
Fuck.
So like Cass, like you are looking at her and she's just like,
we can't fight this.
well, you guys don't, you can't.
Oh, right.
see it. I think we should go that way, and then she gets up her stuff and starts running
I need
the
one of
opposite
you guys to
direction.
carry me. These stubby legs won't move me fast.
Caster picks up Drollish and tosses her around so that she like piggybacks on him and starts sprinting after Cass.
I don't know where you're at, but
Thank you.
Strongly suggest you follow us.
Out of character, which way are we going?
The
right
opposite
now?
So
direction
there
of the worm.
So the opposite direction of the worm from where you guys are technically would be, I guess I don't know cardinally, but Hey. you can't return back the way behind you. Yeah, there's that stuff caved in. Right.
Oh, shit.
So-
Also, your plan was to outrun this worm?
So here's the other
Not
thing
run
though.
into some form of outcropping.
There
It's
are
like there's multiple paths and
there are two other paths. I'll look at the map. Actually, I won't. I'll just. You guys tell me whether you go through path 1 or 2. There is a third path, but it is bewormed, which I guess you can charge towards it.
and there is technically a fourth path, but it is be-rocket.
Right.
So
So
it's
what-
coming from the east.
Hold on.
We could say the west probably is be-rocket, so right now we're going north or south.
I'm
Right.
rolling. Have that. Path 2.
Damn, that sounded like about right.
I was just gonna say, fuck. In character. So do you want to go to the rocks, the not rocks, or the no rocks?
Fucking run, Cassandra!
Well, she is running.
Pyra's following you.
Okay.
We'll take one of the paths that isn't classed by rocks and isn't filled with worm.
So no rocks.
Yes.
And she turns to the left one, whatever that one is.
That's the way we go.
We'll say it's 2. We have taken path 2.
Alright. So, I am going to need everybody to make a reflex saving throw. I assume I'm excluded from this. Yes. And
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
you're
need,
not being eaten by worm.
and I'm going to need everyone to also make a fortitude saving throw.
I can do that one.
Shit.
Here's my reflex.
Okay.
Bump
Double
re-
20s.
Double 20s?
Not nat 20s, but
Oh.
double 20 total.
Bump a reroll for me on the fortitude.
Gotcha.
Much better.
In order, 24, 11.
All
In
right.
order, 27, 23.
You got 24 on the reflex save?
Yes.
My
I
my
rolled a 19. I have a +5.
my reflex
On the
is
fortitude, I have a +9.
Yep.
I rolled a 2.
That's rough, bud.
Yeah, my
Did you
Reflex
also remember
is-
you get your charisma throws or your bonus to saving throws, right?
correct. Yes, that's already added.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
I'm
saw
a
why,
blood
but I don't want to
rager.
say why.
No.
No.
Hang on.
Just don't
Anyway,
reveal it yet.
I'm not.
Why would I do that?
Okay.
She's a
The reflex, right? Is 22, and the fortitude is 16. Man.
27 and 23.
You rolled really high.
I rolled double 18s after I got that reroll.
It's the hat.
So, Caster, running in the armor of Malachar is not easy.
Carrying someone while running in the armor of Malachar also isn't.
Is double hard.
A stocky dwarf, especially.
I do also have wings.
Oh right, you are carrying them.
Yeah.
Even so, you're moving well times normal speed, so you didn't even need to make those rolls.
Oh well.
Well.
I rolled him anyway.
You don't trip, you don't get hit by any falling rocks, but you get winded quick carrying this dwarf. They're like 200 plus pounds.
You didn't stretch.
You've got all the gear that's already on you, and you've had a long, long time since you've actually slept in a bed. Or at least it feels like forever. So,
In reality, it's been 2 days.
you go to inhale, and you get that feeling you get after you've been running for a while, where it feels like you're like inhaling knives of just...
The pins and needles in the side.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You got the stitch, bruh. The stitch.
And that is when
And you start running again.
you and the dwarf plummet to the earth. And you kind of just eat it on the ground.
Caster, do you need me to carry you? Jesus Christ.
Who's Jesus?
Right.
I have done that so many times.
We've
What
done
are
it in
you
the
complaining
Starfinder
about?
game,
I'm the
too.
one who just ate cave.
Okay.
Good thing I have my personality.
I need you both to get up.
Yep, got it.
So,
Push yourself up.
You hear Quarra on the like Quarra away
And
in the
she starts
distance.
to run.
Can you fly?
you guys have moved a ways away from like the portion of the cave you were in. You have entered this new tunnel, and the worm like barrels past you, and you guys are like 70, 80 feet away. And you hear it impact the cave in, and there's just like dust falls from the ceiling, and like dirt gets scattered everywhere. The whole area kind of just fills with, you know, vague debris, and you hear just heavy crunching.
Path 2 is a good choice. No rocks wins.
Awesome.
I want to roll a perception check to kind of examine where we
Oh.
are now.
Caster, you do take damage for eating shit. Sorry, I forgot about that one.
Of course I do.
Almost
Uh,
forgot about your L.
I nearly forgot your L.
Oh yes, your L's right here.
Ah, your L. I'm sorry, I almost forgot it. Here you are, sir.
No, we just gotta.
You take 25 damage.
Holy
for
shit.
eating-
Holy shit!
Get like
Alright.
a dry erase L and
He's
just
Scorpion.
always write the damage
It's-
taken.
Because of both Drollish and the armor, it is not a soft
He did a
landing.
scorpion and then skidded.
And with Drollish on his head.
You get up like that one dude from SpongeBob who gets blasted in the face
Oh,
with
yeah.
the thing.
Can I roll perception to like examine where we are now though, and to see about any like notable features? Like if
Notable-
it looks different from where we were significantly.
If you travel, do you travel any further, or just the exact location you're in?
Just where we stopped after the worm barrels through the pass behind us.
It's a slightly wider version of this tunnel. It looks like it's been repeatedly traversed by the same worm, but there's nothing of well, roll perception.
Can I make
27.
27?
Yeah.
Do you have knowledge in fuck, let me look at the sheet.
I can tell you the knowledges I have to make it easier.
Arcana, Dungeoneering, Engineering.
Don't read it.
Don't read it,
while
she's-
she's reading it.
Yeah.
Okay, I will take knowledge engineering, craft of any type having to do with metal, including alchemy.
If I wanted to let rollers know, she could do she could roll blacksmithing.
Or any profession having to do with metalworking as well.
I knew this would come back to bite me in the ass eventually. I don't have any of. I have a rank in craft because I needed it to craft things. I haven't assigned that craft to anything.
It could be like jewel crafting.
Alright, here's some
Sure.
barbecue wraps.
Oh man.
That looks fucking lovely. Here, just put it here.
Somebody.
Yep.
Here's a bowl of some chips and donuts and stuff. Here's plates.
Oh my god.
Paper towels.
I feel like
Thank
you
you so
included
much.
the chips and donuts because you assume I just eat junk food. But I'm sorry,
Move
Robin.
that towards this end.
I'm sorry, Robin.
Is she wrong?
I didn't say she was.
Eat something, so I'm like, let me see.
I'm just not hungry. It's not anything against you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just feel like.
And once again, Robin, you have made something delicious.
But yes, Amy, I never assigned that craft to anything.
Yep.
Because I never had anything that was like super relevant to her backstory to put into it. I just put that rank in craft there for the crafting magic items.
Sorry,
that we did. But if it's, I mean, jewel craft makes sense if she came from like desert area.
Okay.
So that's what it is. I don't think that's relevant to now.
No, you can roll it.
Okay,
That
sure.
isn't. That would be metalworking.
That would be valid. Alright, this isn't a great bonus, but it is one. 23?
Can someone hand me nothing?
This new D20 that I kind of yoinked from you rolls pretty good, actually. It rolls very even.
Can you give me a raspberry drink? Quick question. Hey Google, how to beat Faye?
I mean, how do you know it's Faye?
Pyra can make a lovely friendship bracelet for everyone when we go back.
It sounds like an eldritch abomination, honestly.
Yeah, it's either aberration or fang.
Did you guys hear what I said?
No.
When we get back to the keep, Pyra can make everyone a lovely friendship bracelet with her new shiny jewel craft that she has.
Nice.
The walls are laced with a type of like rock, which is very commonly the rock. Like so, in the real world, ferrous ores like Ferrous refer to ores which are iron rich.
Mm-hmm.
Examples of them would be things like magnetite. There is a family of rock types and ores which commonly you would mine for things like, I'm trying to think of what I wrote down for the name of this goddamn metal. It's the metal 90% of stuff in art which is made out of. But it's that. It's that metal.
Is it that like brass-looking metal?
Yes.
Okay. When you remember the name, let me know.
Yes.
But I'll point it out to the party. Be like, oh, this is pretty much what everything in Arcbridge is.
Canker sword.
Yeah.
Can
you're
I
not
make a
entirely wrong with
survival
that one.
roll to see what kind of worm that was? At all?
You can roll nature, which would
You
be the
don't have-
appropriate skill.
You don't have that, do you?
I mean, I have it.
She was a
It's-
ranger.
That was a
do-
joke for a long time. She
I
didn't
know.
have that.
No, it was just extremely low.
No,
She didn't have a rank
She didn't
in
have
it.
any points in it.
A rank, yeah.
I'm high. I had a higher nature skill. I have 1 rank in it.
That's sad. Yeah.
To be fair, I don't have a rank in nature either, but it makes a little more sense for me.
Yeah, no, you're a pyromancer.
I mean,
You're
Droll is-
fast enough. Go ahead.
Drollers used to.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, fuck it. My hands are clean. You can have it.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Give me some drink. I will not roll anything.
Would you like to roll knowledge in nature to see what kind of worm it was, Tattoo? I mean, I feel like given that we saw a wall of red, we can rest assured maybe it was a red worm and move on. I don't know if- I don't know if red worms are a thing or not.
Oh God.
Yeah, sure, I'll give it a
Yeah.
shot. Why not?
I can tell you that if we were playing 2nd edition Pathfinder, which has a stat block for this creature, that would probably be what it is, a crimson worm.
Oh, crimson worm.
Wink, I hear.
Corrodium. She doesn't just blurt that out. We'll retcon what she says to the party. This is corrodium all around us. It's what most everything in Arkbridge is.
Oh,
Hey,
neat.
you want these?
I could definitely
No.
see that actually, yeah.
There's a reason I said I wasn't hungry.
You guys remember when Amy was saying, "Hey, you get more about Pathfinder 2e. The giant purple worm is the smallest giant worm."
Yeah.
Ha! Oh, you guys are fucked.
Well,
I mean,
Well,
it's
it
not
passed
technical.
by us now.
Yeah. That was a good
Crunch,
idea.
crunch, crunch.
Hey, that'd have been the second worm you got eaten by Drollish.
shut up. Fourth.
That was out of character, but holy shit.
That wasn't out of character.
That was, you said it in his voice. I did not
I
take
did
that.
not.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
back to Quarra. You are still talking with this entity.
So has it been 3 hours for me?
It's only been as long
Is
as
that
this
gonna be enough,
conversation.
or do you want me to put in those jalapeno poppers?
If you guys want them, I'm good though.
I'll take some jalapeno
I'll
poppers.
take some too.
Okay.
Some
Thanks,
jalapeno.
Thank you
I'm
so.
good.
Thank you so much, Robin.
No problem.
What was the last thing she said to me again?
I don't know. I just had to do a whole worm thing.
I just became a worm for 20 minutes. I don't know.
She
Has it-
showed a
it-
projection.
It involved of what if they say no.
Yeah, and she like smiled like.
You see, it
like
showed you a
me.
projection
Peach
of
smile.
Galahad having the same conversation.
Yeah. Quarra turns to look around, at this room. And she looks at the, are there books in the war room?
In the war room, no.
Could we go back to my room? If you are the mistress of this place, I assume I have to ask for you. I assume I have to ask for permission.
You don't have to ask for my permission to walk anywhere. You know the way.
Then please leave the doorway. And she'll walk to her room, and she'll start pulling books off the wall, and she's going to open them.
They are all written in a language you cannot read.
Comprehend languages.
Or cast comprehend languages.
There it is.
Or just speak every language that there is, really.
They are the same books that you left on your shelf, but they are written in Sylvan.
Orin and Sylvan are the same language, right?
No.
No.
No?
No.
What is
Not
Sylvan?
at all.
It's
Syl-
nature language.
Sylvan's, yeah.
Sylvan is the language of the Fae.
Yeah.
That's very confusing. You would think Sylvan would be the language of the fucking sylphs.
Well, considering
That would be
sylphs are,
Sylphin.
No.
considering sylphs are a significantly smaller part of folklore than Fae, it wouldn't. I mean,
But like, sylph and Sylvan sound similar, but sylphs speak Orin.
One of the
having to do with like the air.
Yeah.
So sorry, air spirits.
I refuse to admit that it wouldn't make sense for sylphs to speak Sylvan.
But
Anyway.
Orin and Air, Sylvan,
I refuse to be
Nature.
budged from this. Continue.
that's just willful ignorance.
It's the root word.
either you
What?
Not
That's
saying
our
I
best
disagree.
friend right there. It's
either you've been studying me quite a long time, or you're very good at reading my thoughts.
well, it's not hard, really.
Been doing this a long time.
You are in a state of some distress, and I am able to offer myself comfort. That is.
I wish I had some spell. I wish I had some spell to try and block out my thoughts or something like that.
Oh, you like my hat? Yeah, I was digging.
Then how about this?
I feel like I've gotten the point across, and I don't need to do this anymore. She's still got the crown on.
Maybe I'll need the third one.
Probably. There's gonna be several people.
play chess.
When this timer goes off, y'all need to just
I know the
flip those over
rules.
and put all that candy keeping going. And then when that timer goes off,
Then please,
y'all remember
rather than if it pleases you, we make a deal.
We shall play a game of chess.
A game of chess to determine what happens. I win. Me, my son, and my 2 friends walk out of this place. You win. I'll tell you my name.
I do so love games. I'm very good at them.
As am I.
I accept your terms. But it's a shame, really. You could have asked for so much more. So I'm gonna need Matt to move.
Because we're gonna play chess.
We're gonna play chess for the rest of the session while I tell them what happens for them.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh no. Oh, this could actually end very, very poorly.
Alright,
I hope
Amy,
you're good
I
at
want
chess.
to point out, has never beaten Haley at chess.
Ah,
Catch
okay.
you on the flip, Robin.
Thank you.
Alright.
You're welcome.
That is a fact in real life. Amy has never beaten Haley at chess.
I actually have before, but in the most recent stint of us playing chess, I lost every game.
In my experience with them, the time I've known them, Amy has never beaten Haley at chess. I retract my previous statement.
I mean, you're as correct as you could have been expected to be. Dispose of that. I am sorry for supplanting you, Matthew.
Nah, that's alright. I'm usurped often.
What?
He said he's usurped often. He's
By-
a melodramatic bitch.
By what?
He's a melodramatic bitch.
The specifics are unnecessary. They're irrelevant. Just know that I am usurped often.
I'm
From
not-
what? Your throne of butt?
Oh no, not that.
Your butt
That's
throne?
the one thing that's consistent.
I should actually. I just realized fuck.
He was unable to see this.
What?
Either.
Your stink pyre?
Stink fire.
That is awful.
If I could, I'd say something else, but I'd ask for the same things.
By all means. They're in the middle of conjuring up, like, a great hall, and beneath you are, like, titanic, like, 5 times the size of a person chess pieces.
Not even joking.
Have my friends rejected your deal? Has my son rejected your deal?
We haven't finished having our conversation. But I suppose their agreement and their continued staying here still hinders on whether or not I win or lose. As I have accepted the terms of your deal, and they were not.
So they might have said no and you just fucked him into staying anyways.
No, I have the music perfect for this.
Yeah, true.
All I said was I'd give her my name.
That is true too.
Yeah.
I know I'm dealing with Faye. I was very careful.
You have to be.
Like,
Where's the handle?
that's why I
Can you
gave
move
a
it?
false name immediately.
Smart.
Faye are so fun.
It's honestly, I've been thinking of a false name for Quarra for a while.
What side would you like to play?
The white or the black?
What?
Racist.
How does the true
Oh, no.
name thing with Faye work?
If they get your name,
Yeah.
they basically own
They
you.
basically own you.
How about they
This
get your
thing.
true name?
They
How-
can be you.
What?
How about
but
this
what is
thing?
it that the? Sorry, I don't mean to talk over you. You can continue. What is it that the Fae perceive? as
Let
the
me,
true
if you're allowing me to.
Your name.
Use your name, your actual name.
The one given to you at birth.
name? Okay.
But the thing is it's the wording, right? Give me your name. Like they ask you to give you you give them your name. So
In essence, you're physically giving them your name.
right, exactly.
It's like you're handing it out to them, and they take it, and they take your identity with it.
But it's the one you're given at birth.
Yes.
If you go by a different name and
That-
you give them
the
that
rules
one,
can
it still
vary
doesn't
depending
count.
Your true name.
The rules can vary depending upon the lore. If you give yourself your own name and that is your true name, that's the one that they would be able to use.
So long as you're being so gracious to allow me to reconsider the terms of the terms of our deal.
Life is short, at least for your types. you
You still got a
short-lived-
rook in there.
Huh?
You still had a rook in there.
Nice save.
Thank you.
So are you playing white or black?
I already said white.
This is going to be interesting.
If I win, my friend, like as I said, my friends and I will get to leave this place freely.
Weren't these turns already gone over?
Y'all just kind
And
of.
one
What are you
more-
looking for?
And one more thing.
See it.
How about I sweeten the pot a little? You know me well. If you're so good at reading thoughts, you know what I carry.
I know you carry a mighty weapon with you, though the mightiest weapon you carry is between your ears.
Then how about this? You give me your name if I win, and if you win, why, I give you the soul of the greatest creature I have in this sword.
Wait, please don't do that.
Wait, hang on a minute there.
wait, hold on.
Please do not offer me.
Please. I'm not offering you, Cos. You know what I'm offering. You are great, but you are no god. Amy, you bubble butt slut.
I'm sorry, I
know, I'm just fucking with you.
I have a plumpus rumpus.
Amy, can you tilt that?
She do.
Tilt what?
Your electronic device, I don't know what to call it.
A tablet.
It's a tablet.
Tilted how?
So that you can see what's on it.
Oh, if you just need me to see what's on it.
Hang on, let me clean my hands.
Smart.
Because I didn't want to continue disrupting this session with this one.
Could you unplug the
But I
aux
wanted
cord over there,
clarification.
Haley? The aux, yeah.
Wait, that didn't just fuck with the recording any, did it?
This is the aux cord, right? One that was in the tablet on the left side.
I believe so.
Because it was connected to the little green thing down here.
If it's connected to the little green thing, then it should be fine.
Queen goes on her color.
You know how I remember that the queen goes on her color? Because I remember it because of a chess teacher of mine from a long time ago. And the way that he described it is, because women always have to have clothes that match, a queen always needs her square to match her shoes.
Wow. All right. Yep. Jesus.
A little shitty.
I've never forgotten it though, so...
Yeah, that's
Effective method.
probably the point.
Tight high, might low. Because you might get poked in the ass. But you have to hang on tight so you don't fall.
So you guys are in the cave
Stalactites,
with the corrodium.
Right.
These are like the statues from Harry Potter, by the way, and you guys are on a glass floor, like standing over it.
Just gonna give the Okay. Here, you can deal with this.
Have fun, dude. See ya. Not a problem anymore.
Your butt all night, I'm sorry.
Wait,
And his all night.
if Faye gets Asmodeus, we can't use it to build the war race like we were planning.
I think she knows
We
that.
have fragments of Asmodeus' soul.
Oh yeah, true.
The fuck?
Good boys.
Get the boys.
Get the boys.
Do you guys travel deeper into the cave?
Yep.
Not unless anyone else does. Pyro wouldn't.
Drollish does.
Fucking damn it.
Trollish, where are you going?
What are we going to do?
Stay
Wait
as
for
close to where
Quarra.
Quarra left as possible so she doesn't get lost when she comes back. I hesitate to double back to where we were for fear of that worm returning, but that doesn't mean going farther is a good idea.
I'd imagine it'd be difficult for that thing to double back through the same hole it just made.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I think it was as wide as the fucking cave.
Do you guys want to head back?
You know, I just have a question to ask.
Sure.
If Desire, I might call you. How long have you been at this game?
Quite a while.
Your noviceness shows. Checkmate.
Oh.
Wow.
We took longer setting that up than the game lasted. Hold on, we need to take a picture of the board to use for
Is
the
that really
photo.
checkmate?
No, it's not.
Is it not?
Damn.
Oh,
Never
God.
mind. Never. False alarm. False alarm.
You had her in check.
You had her in check. If you hold on though.
Fucking Christ.
Okay, I won't say anything.
Yeah.
Long
no.
enough to have a dramatic flair.
Well, I admire that.
Do you guys want to head back to where we left Quarra?
That'd probably be the best bet.
I'm very worried for her.
Did your phone die or something?
What
No,
what
it's
she
just not
feeling
working
now?
on my phone for some reason.
Contemplative. Deep thought.
Fairfax
Something
Castle.
big is on the line.
From Fable 2.
Something's going on.
My phone's nearly dead. It'd have to be somebody else's.
All we can do for the time
That's,
being.
that's my phone.
I know.
I don't feel like we'll be getting into combat.
Is
I've
it
got
a deal?
45%. You can use it if you want.
Maybe.
What'd you say?
I tried the little remote too. No, it didn't work.
No,
I don't know if it's muted or something. Or...
Did it play any music?
Something's huge on the
No.
line, and she's
Have you
heavily pondering about something.
Have I what?
Have you moved?
Those three motions
No,
together,
not
usually
together.
with her, it means a deal.
I mean, it's not necessary. We don't need it, but
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I want the music.
Whatever it is.
It might be because I had to move the speakers and I
trust
haven't
Quarra to
rewired
handle
them properly.
that
I
much.
trust her too.
Let's
Okay.
head back.
Well, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but now we should wait where we were. Set up a camp. Nothing we can't take down too difficultly, though. Set up
I'm gonna
something just
try real
simple.
quick.
We'll be here.
Sorry,
for,
I'm sorry.
Ow.
It's fine.
We'll be here for who knows how long, but we're definitely not sleeping in this area, especially if there are things like that about.
As long as someone is on watch, you can alert the others in sufficient time.
Well, I suppose I could stay up all night. I guess never mind.
We could not just
No,
be put
No,
not
you need
anymore.
sleep now.
Cassandra,
I don't want
I
to
must
go.
formally apologize for the way I blew up earlier.
Nope, it just wasn't
Don't.
turned on.
You don't. You're not the one who needs to apologize.
Still, I feel it helps clear the air.
There you go. Now try.
There is something you said, though, that I've been pondering ever since. It's something I won't say I took issue
I
with,
moved.
but something that intrigues me. Did you hear me, Matt?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, I was just making sure. You're figuring out music. That's right.
Yeah, no, it's still not working.
This we could burn, technically.
Yeah.
This one, no.
I'm not even gonna worry about it. Alright.
Your stance on secrets. It seemed rather ironclad. But I'm curious. Are there not things about all of us that we haven't shared?
What do you mean by that question?
Well, you seem rather opposed to keeping secrets from everyone. But I feel as though we all do. Things we'd rather not share. Things we don't want to think about. Things we wouldn't want to bring up.
Or remember.
You can go ahead and get that.
Did my mom set that alarm for any reason?
Yeah,
Yeah,
food is
for the
cooking.
jalapeno.
Yeah, the poppers.
jalapeno poppers. I'm gonna move this so that can go somewhere. Yeah, it smells like jalapenos.
You are quite good at this.
Can somebody please make the beeping stop?
I tried. I don't know what else I would press to make it stop.
What did you press?
The cancel button.
It's timer on off, bro.
I've never used that fucking microphone, right?
It was the oven.
I thought it was nice.
Thank you, Tyler.
Fuck, we're deep in this chess game already.
Speaking
I
of
thought this was gonna happen way slower.
no, it's going.
Okay, I'm back. It's not secrets specifically that I have a problem with. It is secrets that could potentially endanger the rest of everyone's well-being.
I suppose that's valid. We're walking and talking, I'm assuming, back to
Yes.
work.
Oh yeah.
I suppose that's a fair point.
As we're walking back to where we were, Castor's just kind of got his hand hovering over his bloodied former burn, where he had scraped it, where he fucking ate shit. There is a faint glow of sun magic as I'm using my fervor to heal.
I'd already assured you that it didn't, though. That it didn't affect any of us. And that it had no bearing on the state of the keep.
What are the rules for an en passant capture?
What do you mean en passant?
En passé is what you're thinking
En
of.
passé. It's a type of capture where I believe pawns can capture to their side.
Yep, they can capture here or here, only in front of them.
And they have to move 2 spaces out of starting position to do it, I believe.
No, they
or
don't.
if they haven't left starting position, then they can do so.
So that's an unrelated rule entirely.
Oh.
Pawns with their first move can either move 1 or 2 squares, but the only squares that a pawn threatens, to use Pathfinder terms, are the 2 squares in front of it on the left and right, not its forward
Right.
square.
But there's another rule regarding a pawn that is still in starting position where it threatens.
Special pawn capture that can only occur immediately after a pawn makes a move 2 squares from its starting square, and it can only have and it could have been captured by an enemy pawn if it had been advanced 1 square.
So if you move a pawn 2 spaces out, and if you had moved it out 1 space, it would have been captured by another pawn, then you can move into that pawn square and capture it, I think.
This is a rule I've literally never heard of.
It's French. And real.
Them damn Frenchies.
Yeah, we discussed it when
Okay,
we
so
were
this
playing.
would be...
We
so-
discussed it when we were playing chess, like when we first got back into it forever ago, and then it faded from our memories again.
I see. So it's something that that would be done in response to me moving one. Okay, I get it.
But yeah, that's what Fire says.
Huh.
Oh, and Castor. I am terribly sorry. If I caused you to face plant the ground.
You wouldn't have. It wouldn't have been much worse if you weren't there. I mean, yeah, sure, you pushed my face further into the dirt with your weight, but I mean, it wouldn't have stopped me from falling. It's been a while since I've sprinted like that.
Troublesome.
I suppose that's fair. And I do have something on my mind that I wish to talk to you about.
He just kind of cracks his jaw.
You're just gonna overwrite Matt? Just gonna delete that layer?
Oh, I didn't know he was still going. There was like a long, drawn-out pause. I thought he was done.
Cass was thinking. You just can't see because Matt's over there.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, then hold on.
I was just trying to remember what she said.
I can repeat it.
You repeat it. You don't have to say it in the voice. Just give me the gist.
She'd already assured you that it had no bearing on us or the state of the keep.
Okay. I was stressed out, and I did not think properly, and I just went through my head. I went in one ear, out the other, essentially. There was nothing purposeful to try and pry into your your personal life.
I suppose I was in a state of distress too, given the news I'd just received. So perhaps I could have made my point clearer. As long as there is trust between us, I feel like we'll be fine. Even if we forget that sometimes.
Right, of course.
If I may ask a favor.
What favor would you ask of me?
Cass, she thinks this to herself, but I'll have this shared with everyone. She is Pyra's acting weird, and she doesn't like it. At all. She doesn't say that because betrays the whole conversation, but she's just like...
What favor would you ask?
Like,
Oh, wait until they're done.
that apology seems a little.
Yeah, that's fair.
It seems too earnest.
No, it's quite the opposite.
Yeah.
It just seems like it was like a thing to soften the blow of something. It was sandwiched in, and it is not actual a genuine apology.
So once Haley and Amy have their exchange, I didn't mean to interrupt you as well, Siri.
Oh no, you're fine. I thought you two's conversation was done. I didn't know.
Okay. So unless they need to say anything.
Yeah.
Take two.
Were you supposed to take these out, Matt?
No. Once they're done with that, once they are done with their conversations,
To flip them over, and
I
then
would
once
like very
another
much to
timer
see
goes off,
the people that I came here with.
What are you offering in exchange?
You would not do me this service just as a favor.
If you win the game, you'll get everything you want. It's your move.
I'm aware.
That's her idol. That's her idol.
No.
You guys can go back to talking.
Alright. Yeah, no. Caster, there is something I wish to discuss with you for some time, but I guess now's a decent amount of time since we're sitting here. With our thumb up our ass while we wait for our companion.
Should have been on the bus, dude.
Alright.
This may sound odd coming from me. How do you do good? How do you go out of your way to save people you don't even know?
Ugh.
It's easy. It's the right thing to do.
How do you know it's the right thing to do?
I moved.
I come from a place where I was raised to think of nothing but survival of you and your clan, those under you. And we were taught that the best way to safeguard a type of order is to take it.
Well, see, that's the thing we call cultural differences.
I'm well aware, and I'm trying to... And obviously my ways are flawed since they were based around gods that don't exist.
Saunders got about the same point I have. It's a cultural difference. There's a lot of wondrous things in these worlds. Very long-lived creatures. Quarra, for existence. Elves can live hundreds of years.
Wait, hold on. Let me just get
There you go.
size. There we go.
I mean, now that you're a dwarf, I suppose you will too, but the way you were born, your first life as an orc, you don't live too often longer than 30, and if I remember correctly, your maximum lifespan is something to the tune of 60. Humans don't usually go much farther than that. If we don't fall to disease, war, or famine, we usually only make it to about 80, 100 if we're lucky. The difference is that we've used our short lives in completely different ways. Your people have decided to use it to throw their all at the world, 100% to war. Take what you can with what little time you have left. Humans, on the other hand, at least a large majority of them, we've built larger cultures, societies, great works of art and music and science, religion.
Can you keep them
we
on the
have
same
to
side?
defend these things, and the best way to defend a memory, because if we're being honest, that's all anything really is 100 years after it is made. To defend a memory, you have to keep it together. That requires unity. It requires help. It requires caring for one another. Even people you may not necessarily know, or sometimes even like. We all stick together.
The smallest gesture can save a life. Keep them from getting some rope and hanging from the tree, dumping themselves into the river. It could just be a smile. That's all it needs sometimes.
What?
keep someone going.
Yeah, I could understand how you could do it for your own people, your own clan, your own civilization. You know, protect things you've built. But you all do it for complete strangers. People you're not even going to see anymore.
They're people too. We're all people. That doesn't make us any different from anyone else. You may be a dwarf, but you still have feelings, emotions, memories. You feel pain, you feel suffering. We all feel those same things. Why not help someone who goes through the same toil as his life? If not to make it that bit much better and easier.
Humans understand what it's like to have pain just like any other race. We just decided that, well, we and many of the other races actually, together, we decided, why should the others have to suffer just because we choose not to? We help each other. We build societies.
Yeah, that's vastly different than what I was safeguarding. Usually, if you're strong enough to take your own fate into your own hands, you should. Anyone who isn't strong enough obviously wasn't meant to be. And that's how I and myself and a majority of my followers, even before then, even back when the great city that we saw in the desert, before it even had walls, we all had that mindset. We all take because we have the strength to prove that we deserve it. But that's obviously flawed. Knowing where I went, it wasn't even the upper realms in the sun that I was led to believe. It was worse than that.
You get to the clouds, the cloud.
Oh, does it very often?
Sorry.
You're
You just
fine.
reminded me of it.
You're fine. I thought of that too as soon as I said it.
I've actually thought on a lot of the same thing, actually, as to the difference between why your people do what they do and our peoples do what we do. Honestly, it probably comes a lot down to your physicalities. Orcs are, on average, like, what, 7 feet-ish? You towered above most orcs in your prime. You towered above all of us, that's for damn sure.
You are a shrewd player. You are a cut above the rest who challenge me to games. I ought to be. This world needs me to succeed after all.
That's some good shit.
It's been 0 days since the sword was dropped in this household.
I mean, after all, the typical orc can usually take down, what, something to the tune of 6 men before they fall in battle themselves. You're giants compared to the majority of people, and you're built like a brick shithouse. You take what you can because you have the ability to. The rest of us are fragile, and we know that. Our strength is in our numbers, and if we let each other fall to ruin, there won't be the numbers to defend against greater threats. Vecna taught us that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you're right.
One misplaced stone causes the whole keep to crumble.
That's true. A lot of our society was built around individualism, essentially, to put it in layman terms. Focus on yourself. You focus on building your own strength. Soon enough, you may be able to help defend the Orcish people. Help go out and join the rest of our warriors, or even if you're
if you're significantly stronger than most, you could challenge the chief. That's how we ensured strong leadership. Only the strongest were able to lead. Those weak and foolish were destined to fall anyway.
There's another difference between our peoples then. Orcish leaders are chosen by whoever can kick the hell out of whoever was leading before them. The rest of us choose whoever is most fit to lead. You can get the biggest, baddest brute in all the lands, and he would squash most leaders. But putting him in charge doesn't mean we would prosper.
It's a difference in society. And what
We
a
live
society
in a
values.
society.
We live in a society.
The thing is, with orc society, many of them are strong, and most of them fight hand-to-hand combat, get in the opponent's face. A leader that's good at doing that, well, they'll be good at leading people that do the same exact thing.
Exactly, but leading a society to build cities, invent new technologies, revolutionize the world, that takes someone with brains and guts. Not just like literal guts or the bravery.
That was empty, wasn't it?
Nope.
Nearly. I
Not
still need a...
I'll get you something.
Not just like literal guts or the strength and bravery it takes to wade through your foes in battle, but to take those unknown steps
Can you give
that
me,
have
like...
huge risks.
Here, can you wipe those off? And I've been thinking about that as well. Especially since after our visit in the desert.
That probably, yeah.
As bitter as it is, Varnolf is a great leader in that regard. He takes a heavy inspiration to, from the human and elven kingdoms within the desert.
I can't say I respect everything your ex-husband has done with his
I've moved.
career.
Where'd you move? Yeah.
But I would say he's definitely on the right track. The rest of us have been moving along the entire time. The orcs are going to have to catch up, or else we will be left behind. Tribal society feuding with themselves and what little they can of the rest of us, while we build wondrous machines and fantastic technologies, build magic. You'll be waving an axe around, and look at Cass. She's got a gun.
Shot right between the eyes doesn't really matter how big your muscles are. Still take out the brain, which is what you need.
I think my muscles are hard enough to stop one of your bullets, Cass. Who knows?
They were.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They may still
but
be.
not. I don't think a shot right in the eye socket would protect.
Can you throw that away, somebody?
Yeah, I suppose not. But I thought about this a while ago, and I have come to terms I wouldn't have been a great leader at all, especially knowing what I was going to do. I was fearing that we were straying from our gods, that we were straying from our core beliefs that allowed us to survive for thousands of years, if not longer. We've stood true to what we knew. Venturing out was risky, too risky in my eyes. Before it worked. We survived. The clan was still around even as empires fell and were built. Walls were strengthened, treaties were signed. We survived and still took what we took. However,
That was a time when the realms of man and dwarves and elves were fractured. They were weak. They could not defend themselves. Now, a few thousand years later, we're getting our acts together.
Walls are thicker, stronger, the weapons are bigger, the guns are louder.
exactly, and I would have just dragged us back. I would have just followed the gods that don't exist, thinking that was the right path, thinking that's what we had to do to save our people from destruction. I was wrong.
I was very wrong.
That, I believe, is why the gods fated it that Varnolf won and you didn't. Varnolf was driven by innovation and change. You were driven by your fear.
And hate.
It takes a lot of courage to admit that. To admit one's past faults.
I think.
That makes you very big. Bigger than present. Bigger than before, even. In a metaphorical sense.
You're really enjoying being taller than someone else here, do you?
Perhaps. In all seriousness, it's important to be able to face who you once were.
Of course.
The first step to resolving your problems is to recognize the fact that you have them. I'm proud of you.
I have a lot. Thank you. I appreciate that, Caster. I really do.
It's the first step to change and self-betterment.
I'm gonna need to. Not just for my soul. Yeah, the abyss sucked, but if I go there, there's obviously a reason for it. I want to change. To prove that orcs are just more than just. Well, I mean, I can't really make that statement now, but orcs are able to change. We're not just beasts and monstrosities.
Varnolf has already proven enough of that. And he's been proving it more and more every day. You know this, you saw it.
Yeah.
What needs to be proved now is that you can change.
It does not change the fact that what he's done is still abhorrent.
As I said, I don't agree with everything he's done, but it steps in the right direction.
I mean,
Check. He said check.
Shit's intense now.
Room fell silent.
I would like my rook back, please.
Shit. Totally cast magic on the rook. Here you go.
Well, that bishop's gone.
You could do that technically if you're sneaky enough, but I highly doubt it.
I've lost.
Do not despair, the game is not over. You have yet to place my rook on the board. You know not whether you have lost or not.
Please put it on there. I would very much like it there, please.
It's my move.
That's right, it is your move. My apologies.
If that rook does, I mean, shoot, I don't want to coach. But
Yeah, you can't. You have no input here. There was something I wanted to Google for Haley, and then I was like, oh, I can't. That's right.
That's right. Alright.
Okay.
But
Shit. Fuck. I badly screwed up.
You bet the farm.
You don't have to despair too much over it, Jolish. I've had my own troubles with my past.
You feel a slight panic rising from Quarra.
That's not good.
Quarra?
She's in trouble. More trouble. She's panicking.
And we can't do anything.
Is that connection you have both ways?
Yes.
Is there
Probably.
In my experience with being bound to Quarra, yes, the emotions are expressed both ways. I felt what she felt, and she felt what I felt.
Is
They're
there
also
any
bound differently. Her life force was intrinsically linked to yours. They're just soul
Her-
bonded.
Just soul bonded?
They're just die. If
They're
the other
just
does.
soul bonded. Their souls are just intertwined with one another.
She's never sent me a thought, Cass. pass. I've never gotten a word from her.
Well, I don't mean in terms of thoughts. I just mean in terms of feelings, emotions. Is there any way that if you found some way to feel pride or strength, you think that would bolster her situation
I mean,
or her feelings?
setting things on fire seems to do a trick.
Please don't do me.
Pyra
If
does
anything,
her
it'll make it
best
take a better-
to think in a certain manner and send a fiery, fighting spirit Korra's way if she feels it. Just a reassuring thought that, it's not over till it's over. Whatever it is.
If anyone can take the fire, it's you, Caster.
I've already been burned so many times.
Well, I mean, I
Wasn't
think
that fitting for the Saint of the Sun?
I think I could take it.
Now.
I don't think we should risk it. We just got you back.
Okay, out of character, 141 health total. I think she can take one fire shot.
I'm not doubting at all that she can. That's not the problem here.
It's just
The roleplay purposes of you
Got
just
it.
coming back to life and they're just like, Asher's
Just burn my new body. It's no big deal.
You got a
I'm
wicked
only
new body.
flesh.
Burn it. Burn it. Hey, I don't like this body I'm in. Burn it.
Imagine having a body that's flesh and being like, wow, I'm less flammable now. I imagine every one of us has our own demons that we have to face, though. Drolish, you're
Oh,
not
yeah.
alone in that sense.
Oh, absolutely not. That's a guarantee. I'm under no illusion that I am alone in this. But honestly, I'm just trying.
Check.
I'm just trying to learn how to change because I don't know anything different.
That is not check, I don't think.
The queen is right here.
That would be checkmate, is the word you were looking for.
Oh.
Can the king not move backwards and take the queen?
No,
That was what
there's
I
a
was
bishop
going to
there.
Google earlier. I don't know if a king is allowed to take the piece that is currently threatening the check.
He can.
Why would the bishop
Oh,
matter?
if he can,
Because the
why.
bishop protects the
Oh,
queen.
I was
I'm
looking
done.
at the wrong bishop.
yeah,
I
I
lose.
believe that is checkmate.
Can't you just move? Can you not move the king diagonally either?
Yeah, but diagonal, there's no way to go. The rook is threatening.
Does time work
Next
here?
to
You're a
him.
chronomancer. Just rewind time really quick. Just.
Is here threatened? Well, yeah,
The
actually,
queen.
damn.
I'm done.
You lose.
Can those pawns not do that fancy French move?
No.
Damn.
No.
There's no one, nearby for them to capture.
Oh, that's two spaces.
You're welcome to examine the board all you like.
Fireball.
You can't win a game of chess if there's no game.
Ha!
Kid, this is really bad.
Yeah, I know.
Shake on it.
Put your hand down.
I believe you owe me a name. And much more, you owe me a blade.
That's not quite accurate.
No, it's not. But I'm looking over this game to see if there's anything I can do to get myself out of this.
I don't believe there is.
No.
Every square immediately around the queen is absolutely threatened, and so is behind you.
Let's see.
The worst part is that pawn that you kept in the way the whole game.
Yep, that is the one valid move you could make that would get you out of danger, and you can't.
No, the knight would still be. The knight would still get it.
Oh, yeah.
Knight's there.
Yeah, that's check, mate.
Yeah,
Is there no? Can we not do like some sort of fancy D&D shit where like she rewinds time?
That's exactly what I was thinking, but I don't think
I
so.
think a fae might detect that trickery is the foot.
Trickery is the foot.
Yeah.
My foot is the trickery.
Yes.
Those jalapeno
My
peppers
foot
are
is
done,
the
by the way,
trickery,
guys.
kicks the table.
I'm not eating them.
Oh,
Well,
wait,
I
right,
was letting
it's
them cool.
giganto pieces.
Because
Yeah.
they came out a little bit ago. The jalapeno poppers are done if you guys want some.
Okay. I did not know this.
I can smell them.
You know, the handshake's really just a formality. Whether or not you extend your hand, you already agreed to give me
Cora's
your
heart
name.
quite literally just dropped.
Oh no.
The jalapenos.
Make a will save.
Oh god, where's my dice? Congratulations on beating me, by the way. $29.
The best you can do is keep your mouth shut.
What do you mean the best I can do? What else happens then?
You don't give your name immediately. Are you going to turn over what I was offered?
I already said my name.
When you open your mouth, you say your name.
Shit!
You just had to shit talk the Fae.
All I said at the start of this was, I will say my name, and I already said my name to her. At least so far as she knows, it's Quirine.
Yeah, but they're a fae. They're
But
not a moron.
and what I said specifically was, I will say my name.
But your name is Quarra Omwirin, not Cyrese.
That's not even what she said.
That's not even what I said at all.
Quirine and Cyrese are the same name.
Whatever.
Yeah, same thing. Who cares?
Yeah, my
You know
ass
what?
is gonna fucking
Fine.
hit me later.
And
And it can, because this is fucking delicious.
Oh yeah. Quarra is a very lovely name. It's archaic drow. I've known Quarras in my time. Those are delicious. I can sense you're distraught. Might I offer you a door to your bedroom so that you may rest and sulk?
No, but you can offer me your death. And I.
That's a bold one.
Amy's face.
Amy goes,
Offer your soul! Stabs with cast.
Yeah.
we don't need another cast tattoo, don't say that.
I'll stab you with cash.
We've got 2 casts now, we cannot make it 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me look at.
You know, we really only have like 17 minutes left in the session. We can just chill for a bit. Because next session, they're going to be doing combat as well. So we'll use both mats and just...
Are you sure you want to use both mats? Or no, this is the hex side. We can just flip it to the...
Right.
So, and Quarra will burn...
Why are we going to be doing combat?
Because this session didn't have any for us.
Right, you'll probably...
Just realistically speaking. I mean...
I'm really bad about, like, having consistent combats, but I'm glad we as players, in every game we play in, do a lot of, like, faffing about and character talking, but of the variety that matters.
I mean, there's a bit more character talking that could happen this session.
You guys are welcome to have that conversation. Basically, just what I'm saying is, this isn't happening right now. I am not rolling initiative and doing
We're not doing what we did yesterday and starting a combat with 20 minutes of the session left.
Right.
Yeah, so...
But, to Pathfinder 2nd Edition's credit, we got...
That was almost over within those
Right.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
I cast Shocking Grasp.
Quarra is going to burn a 3rd level spell slot, shift into Wraith form, and rush her with the Sword of Cost.
God, what? Wow.
You're going to need to make a will saving throw every round you do this, by the way. On rounds you fail, you stand still. What's going on?
So, naked guys.
Naked guy on the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah,
I was
the
asking if you had told me about the naked guy on the
Yeah,
sidewalk.
there was a naked dude as we were on the way taking everybody home yesterday, just walking past the neighborhood, heading down towards Walmart.
Rock on, man.
Like, literally, he was walking, and he did a motion like he was shaking his pant leg as he was walking, and then just dug his whole ass hand in his ass crack.
He was getting his balls off his
I
leg.
didn't see that at all, and I'm glad I didn't.
Oh, no, it was on the way home.
Oh, okay.
That man was for sure getting his balls off his leg.
Oh, the sheriff's office came was looking for him.
God.
They were like, "Can you identify him?" I said, "He's naked."
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know what else to give you.
You usually can
Yeah.
find someone who's naked when most people aren't naked.
Too many.
walking
I don't
around.
think there's too many on the sidewalk out there naked.
So
Yeah.
Quarra's gonna
Just
go
keep looking.
one-on-one with a Mega Fae. How's that? That's gonna be good.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, well.
So if we want to cut away from that, I guess,
Yeah,
so that
no.
doesn't happen this session.
Boop, cut away. You guys can
Talk about your demons.
You guys
Talk
got
about
like
your-
10 more minutes, and you get some jalapeno poppers.
Yeah.
And
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
I can't even win a game of chess.
Quarra's life really sucks. Like, you even, Haley the player, had the odds stacked in your favor because historically, all of our most recent games of chess in the last, like, a year and a half, you've won. And you were winning. It's just that
I made one mistake.
defense in chess works both ways. You see, when you make a wall out of pawns, it keeps me from going through, but you can't leave. It's actually why, hold on. It's actually why on Kingside Castle, one of the most useful moves you can do in the entire game is that. Yeah. But,
Didn't happen.
That didn't happen, yeah.
So if there's any other things that anyone else wants to say, we can go ahead. I guess we've got like 15 minutes left.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to say.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like, is there anything else that Drosh wants to talk about in terms of culture and stuff?
Sure, I can pull some shit out of my ass.
Cool. Turn the lights on.
Ah!
Oh, that one looks fucking tasty.
Damn, I didn't see that one.
Where's the there it is.
The sight I didn't want to see.
We can go ahead and kill the lanterns.
Yeah. So.
There we go. I got it.
Oh wait, hold on. I really wanted to get it through the lantern.
Now, Caster, I.
Got it.
I suppose I should say this to everyone. I'm sorry for my behavior in these past few days. I've been a broody bitch. I've been probably the worst company. And I am terribly sorry for that.
We all have our ups and downs because we're people. Have emotions, have times to go through rough things. It also doesn't help that, we died.
Well, I mean, before that, even. Yeah, we died, but. There's just.
Fyra's hands on the crown again, like she's feeling it.
Oh, interesting thing. After Quarra teleported away, the crown had no magical connection at all. Like, it was still innately magic, but it wasn't linked to anything.
Right. I never got a description of what it looks like, but I suppose now isn't the best time.
The cowboy hat.
It's a 10-gallon flat. Okay.
I've been
So,
picturing
it
it like the
is a-
circlets from Skyrim.
It
Like,
is a
Yes.
bedazzled cowboy hat.
I've been picturing it like the circlets from Skyrim, and that they're like fairly unisex.
We'll go with that for now.
And embroidered similarly.
Mm-hmm.
Embroidered?
And, like decorated in similar
Embossed.
ways.
But
Bejeweled.
I really,
Not bedazzled. Bejeweled.
I have some cleaning supplies. You could clean that. Maybe there's not any like lice or anything on it.
I think it looks fine on me.
I don't think lice stick to metal.
It has dead skin on it.
Does it suit me?
I mean, I don't think lice stick to corpses.
Hold on, I have to put the visor on. That's not too bad.
Good.
No.
Oh, I see. Well, have fun with that.
It does look quite fetching on you. Now,
As it should.
of course. Now,
It's a powerful thing. Although, when Quarra left, I felt it go
That was
numb,
sad
I
name.
suppose. It wasn't linked to anything anymore. That troubles me even more.
Inert.
Inert. It's still inherently magical, but it's lost its other half, I suppose.
So it's connected to the blade.
He's a big
The king says that previous
it was
thing that
connected to the army, but the army's now in the blade,
Correct.
which is an interesting thing.
Oh yeah.
It makes you wonder. Maybe
Wait.
holding
What?
the sword allows you to control the army.
Wait. What did you do?
Oh, right. You weren't there for that.
No, I was
So-
going through terrible things.
There's a
at
reason
that
I
time.
have the crown, Drolish. The king is in the sword,
So-
and so is his army.
We managed to survive.
Several thousand souls.
Quarra and Pyra are now soulbound through the Ring of Aelin. Quarra used her magic via Pyra's actual hands to stop Cass from dying, or at least stop her from disappearing into the void. Thank you.
Caster looks over his shoulder and sees a ghoul doing that with just like wispy strands of shitty fucking hair. Thank you.
I bet the ghoul will be like, oh shit, we'll see you later, guys.
Fucking.
It's his dead friend. Just
There's Chuko. Found him.
you should go found him. Got him.
He's got one feather that's darker than the rest and just.
Oh no.
Anyway.
Anyway, they're soulbound through the Ring of Aelin. Quarra used her magic through Pyra's literal hands while she was inside Pyra, not unlike Cass's in the sword, to stop Cassandra from dying.
I was dead.
Well,
Bring her back.
stop you from dying all the way.
Bring her back.
Sure. We then mopped up the rest of them, dealt with the goblin that obliterated two of you.
My name's Gerblin.
And then, instead of deciding to face Wave 3, just me, Cassandra, and Pyra and Quarra inside of Pyra's body, Pyra decided to pick up the Sword of Kos and slit Roland's throat with it.
Oh, I didn't slit his throat. I jammed it into his fucking chest.
That's right. And proceeded to jam the Sword of Kos through his desiccated corpse, absorbing his and his army's souls.
And he left behind a lovely souvenir.
If you weren't gonna do it, I was. I was a bitch. Killed me. Asshole. No one kills me and gets away with it.
Do you know what the best part of that whole situation was? Do you know what would have happened if you hadn't tried and you weren't immediately going to do it? Haley asked me to take control of Pyra forcibly to drive the sword into his body also.
We had 3 layers of defense there.
Yeah. It was a whole gambit.
So
It was a matter of who
It was
messaged you
gonna
first.
happen.
so we survived
Because
through
of,
bullshit.
we survived because of this ring. Sorry, wrong finger.
See, 3 of us died, but none of us died.
And now I'm stuck in this.
And I have a lovely crown.
Excellent. I mean, thank you for bringing me back. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
I just hate dwarves.
I'd appreciate it a lot more if it wasn't this.
Not Van. Van's different.
You already hated yourself, now you doubly hate yourself.
Absolutely.
This is just layer on top of layer of
Well, I mean,
self-deprecation.
not even that. I just feel strangely at peace.
What the fuck?
What the
It's Mario running in the halls of death.
While you all, while you all are saying that, a shadow slowly falls over Caster, and he just kind of leans against a wall.
Ah.
I never was good at tactics.
What? Are you okay,
You
Caster?
made an honest mistake, Caster.
It's okay, Caster.
If I hadn't brought Cassandra and I directly behind you, none of that would have happened.
Well,
Caster.
don't do it again.
If I had waited to heal Cassandra, you wouldn't have died, and Quarra wouldn't have died, and none of this would have happened.
Drollish, as he's in the middle of saying that, walks over and rests a significantly smaller hand along his forearm and just like very calmly says,
I guess it would be smaller than Drolish's hands, but it's still.
his hand was like, her hand was like
Right,
this.
instead of
Oh,
being
no.
like
Her
a
hand
flat
was not
snake,
like this
it's now
because
flat
my
iron.
hand is like this.
Oh yeah,
Serena.
right. It's like this.
like the size
Oh
of
my
this
god,
plate.
she was the size of like Andre the Giant.
I was about to say you went from
Yeah.
Andre the Giant hands to like
You went
Rey
from Andre the
Mysterio
Giant to
hands.
Kevin Hart.
No, Rey Mysterio is probably not a good comparison.
That's true. He's just
She
short.
also doesn't know who that is, I don't think.
I know who Rey is. I know more wrestlers than you give me credit for.
I didn't know you watched it.
Anyway.
I was a hick too.
Good. Wrestling is
Anyway.
hick anime.
Anyway.
Anyway, she rests a hand along Caster's forearm and says, Caster, look at me.
Caster tilts his eyes and looks down at her.
We're alive now. We're all here and we're all okay. We can't dwell on the past. If I let my past dwell on my mind, I would have died a long time ago. The only thing we could do now is venture forward. The only thing we could do now is just
Fight on.
fight on.
And remember, there's no point in a mistake if you don't learn from it.
I mean, you know, you could also like dies from it, but that's neither here nor there. That's just me, the DM, letting you know
That's
mistake.
just me, Chuko, over here letting you know that I made a mistake and I died.
That's the problem.
It's about to be Quarra's. It's about to be Quarra's saying she made a mistake and she's gonna die.
How do you know,
We made
right?
several mistakes, and now we're all gonna die.
And we don't have a body to use this fancy
I
diamond
don't
we
think
have
we
on
would
to
all.
bring
This
you
is
back,
great.
Ailey.
Also, you have the ship.
Yeah.
You have
Oh,
shit.
right, you have the ship.
That was weak.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Matthew.
Anyway, like,
Moving on.
Gas just continues and it just says, accidents and mistakes, however horrible they may be, happen. I don't blame you for what happened. I was one of the people that died.
You're also the most gentle soul I've ever met, and also the hardest to break.
Then take
I
it.
doubt the abyss could ruin your will.
Then take it from me,
The one
Caster,
who was
who
in the
actually
abyss.
went to the abyss. I don't blame you.
Is that German?
I don't blame you for what happened. I would have made the same mistake. Or if not, a different mistake of some kind.
You probably would have charged the thing and it would have eaten you.
Honestly, I was half tempted. However, I was just angry. We were all tired.
I would have tried to outburn them. That's all I ever do.
To be fair, it's been effective.
It's been extraordinarily effective. But I haven't learned from the mistake.
Well, you know better than to do that next time, don't you?
Well, see,
That's something.
I think what he means is that he's made a similar mistake in the past. And well, and this is another metaphor for life. We constantly get knocked back down to the ground over and over. Sometimes we don't get up and sometimes we do. It's just another situation where you learn from what happened and...
Amy!
God, you seriously did it again! We're not gonna mince words here. You just set your fucking hair on fire again. Would you like water?
No.
I would say to get something to pour out.
There it is.
There it is! There it is.
God damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it.
We're fine.
What is that?
God.
We're fine.
Damn it.
We're fine.
Something's not fine.
I
What
put-
started that?
I put out a match and it set the stuff in the tray out.
Do you need water?
I don't need to use matches.
No, someone just needs to be a bit more responsible.
Do you need water still?
No,
Is
I'm.
the fire out?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for your patronage.
Anyway, what are we talking about?
It's 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh,
You can
okay.
go for
Sad.
another minute because I took a minute
Okay, you're fine. You're fine.
of your time with my dumbness.
You misunderstand, Cass. This isn't going to knock me down. When it happened before, it's not going to knock me down. I haven't sat out. Ever. I'm not disparaged.
Then,
But I know my place.
then don't beat yourself
I'm
up.
not the mind behind the battle. pulls out the axe of safe. I'm the axe it wields.
Of course. Now, Caster.
Mistakes we just keep making.
You carry yourself a very powerful weapon, indeed. You carry a very powerful pauldron, indeed.
I carry
Those
symbols of my faith, the weapon of my faith.
more than that, Caster. Doesn't matter who they belong to before.
No. The axe is the axe of my
What?
god. The pauldron is her armor.
Yes.
I do not the mind in the battle. I am not a brains. I never have been. I honestly only decided to run the keep because I figured who else was going to. I don't honestly want to be in any kind of position of leadership. I know my place isn't there. I am a weapon of my faith.
Your weapon is more than just a blade. It is far more than the blade.
You're right. Oh, how right you are. I need to think on some things.
Of course. Take your time.
Caster goes over to the bag and takes out the armor that he took off of, what was the guy's name again?
Nethys?
Nethys.
Nethys?
Nethys. And he takes out the armor of Nethys and walks further down the hall. before
As you
sitting.
leave, before you get to the armor of Nethys, just like as you're walking away from the group, Pyra says, "I'm sorry to the lot of you, but I think I'm most sorry to you, Caster."
He says nothing and just continues down the hall.
Right, so what has Caster in that food?
Alright, well, we'll call that the end of the session. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Dang, my wife thinks I'm stupid.
This session is going to be called Fire Alarm.
I don't think you're stupid. I mostly still think that I'm stupid.
Huh? Why? Because you just got destroyed?
Yeah, she made a rookie mistake.
Goodbye,
After being on a winning
everybody.
streak.